get. But I think I see a couple of games, Mike, that I think are really going to be really good. We're on one right now, Austintown and Ursuline. That's going to be. I think that's the one that everyone kind of circles this week. Like, this could be really competitive.
We're really going to get to see what each team has made out of this one. This is going to be a good test. Looking forward to that one. There's a couple interesting games around the valley I was looking at. Brookfield. They got a much-needed win last week, I believe.
2 weeks ago. Last week they got
okay.
beat. Yeah,
okay.
Liberty came up
but
and beat them.
They need this one to keep you-know-what alive.
Yeah, and
Crestview is playing some dynamite ball.
If the right Brookfield shows up, this could be a game, and this is a rivalry. But we've seen Brookfield be a little inconsistent this season, so you never know what Warrior team's going to show up.
Yeah, and then, of course, Columbiana-Latonia, that's a great
it's a rivalry
game.
You throw records out the window.
Yeah. Some of the other ones along the way, Girard-Lakeview, there's two teams. Lakeview has been playing some pretty decent ball.
Mm-hmm.
Girard, a couple stumbles.
Doing enough to win.
Yeah.
Doing enough to win. They got the big win at Pamatuni Valley last week by 7. That close game against Struthers, we all know what happened. They were up big. They lost that lead.
And we're going to see what Middle Ridge is made of tonight. Yep. They've got Lowville.
2 MVAC teams we're going to learn a lot from, Middle Ridge and Campbell.
Yeah, that one should be good. Another game I like, of course, Poland.
Poland South Range. Yep, that's.
And the Raiders continue to have that stranglehold.
That's what we all think. Like, no one's come into South Range and beat him yet outside of the 88.
And another good rivalry game. We got it up on our screen right now. Alliance and Salem.
In the EBC, it's also homecoming for Salem. So this one will probably kick off a little bit later than normal. Homecoming always pushes you back a bit, so we'll keep an eye on that.
We're getting to that time of the year. There'll be homecoming. There's slight delays in games, and you know how those things go. But it'll be fun. In all, we've got 27 games here on YSN tonight, so we're looking forward to it. But we got some other games of interest. Canfield hits the road tonight, desperately needing a win, but it's not going to be an easy task.
The Red Tornadoes of Dover. That's a storm that they're going to have to bear. And then, you look at Orange trying to go 5-1 after their first loss of the year. Can they regain their momentum?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Mike, we have a kickoff. Can we get a kickoff return for a touchdown?
Would this be week 4?
This would be the 4th time it's happened for us if we are able to get it.
All right, so we start in Louisville. That's not looking good.
I don't think so.
That
was about as far as. Yeah, well, maybe we'll get one in
We're glad
Ursuline.
you're tuning in here tonight to the Audible Call. We are brought to you by the WRS Wealth Advisors. So
we'll stay on South Range because we know they're liable to do it because they've done it twice.
Yeah, they are liable to do it.
If they're receiving, I can't tell if they're going to receive or not. But, we're brought to you by WRS Wealth Advisors. They're a great sponsor of everything that we're able to do here at YSN. Bring you the live games, bring you the Audible Call.
We do got to give some love because Scotty Mincher's in the house. Radar is in the house. Love having them here, but how about our gunner tonight?
Yeah, Mike Swinehart joining the executive staff behind the scenes. He's on the computer so we can switch from game to game with
no pressure at all, Mike.
No.
None at all. Because everything that goes wrong tonight, we blame on him, right?
Yep, Mike's
and
fault.
Eric for not being here.
Oh, definitely Eric.
But hey, we're glad you're tuning in for us. We're just looking forward to it. I think we've just got a great action-packed night. And another game, Jackson Milton desperately needs a win.
Yep.
I don't know that that's going to happen with Springfield. Springfield seems like they've kind of gotten on a nice little roll.
That reminds me of just a fair warning to everyone that's watching that game. Our broadcaster, Matt Romeo, is outside for that, and we can see the weather. Rain in the forecast. If there is rain, he'll have to shut down the equipment, protect it under the weather. So that'll be one thing that you have to, if you're watching Jackson Milton, our equipment has to be protected. So here we go.
Yeah, we can tell you it is raining down here in Columbiana County. And
what happened there?
That would be the touchback.
Touchback, boo.
Yeah, so we're
That's no
0 for
fun.
2 tonight. Quickly, our stats have been destroyed by not getting them back into the house. So
it's Mike's fault. Yep, exactly.
I'm not sure we can blame that.
We can
on
blame
Mike.
anything on Mike.
Okay. Right. Remember, if he gets out of here and walks away, you and I are really up a creek without a paddle. Southeast taking on the G-Men. Good game there.
Ty Bartell on the call in Ravenna.
A lot of our announcers out there. We're glad you tuned in. Hard to believe we're on the second half of the season already.
I know, here we go.
Yeah. So
5 games left.
it's time to make that push for you-know-what. We're not going to quite say it yet.
No, it's not time, but we can say maybe conference supremacy.
Conference
You know,
supremacy,
that's definitely on the line in a lot of
set
these
yourself
games.
aside, but you're also looking, you want to be in the top 8 after week 10, and you definitely want to be in the top 16. All right, so we've done enough talking, and what we like to do here on the Audible Call, because we got lots of great announcers out there, let's hear from them for now. We'll kind of pipe down, get you moving game to game to game, and get as many highlights on as we can. But we will head up to Stambaugh Stadium, where Tim Corso is on the call.
His arms up on the sideline. He didn't get it, and it's going to be second and short. This is where Ursuline can take a shot.
Yeah, Devontae Taylor made a nice job of taking on the defender and opening that up. And I think that's where the Fitch Falcon coach wanted the hold, but it was a clean block.
Of course, talk about T.J. Parker, and took over the same year Reardon took over at Ursuline. They kind of both rebuilt these programs that once were something, and once again now they're back to something good, as that's the Marquez Patterson on the outside. He's going to cut to the 49, still about a couple yards short of the first down marker, and there's going to be a flag, I'm assuming, because I see the Ursuline side clapping. Unless they didn't, I'm not sure. There's a flag right down the other side of the 48-yard line.
And it happened as the play went out of bounds, so it makes you think it was a late hit.
Right. And I'm sure Coach Reardon told his guys before the game, keep your head cool, don't do anything stupid, as I'm sure Coach Parker told his guys in their locker room. But now, with Ursuline being the beneficiary of these penalties, they can say, okay, we see how it's going. Let's not do anything when we go on defense. That's where them getting the ball first on offense kind of benefits them, because they can see that they're not going to make any boneheaded decisions. Trips to the bottom of your screen.
Breaking night on that night. I don't know how many people knew about that.
The snap. And Nolan will keep here. And how about this, Jake? Nolan gets a move, and he is out to the 10-5. Touchdown, Rebels. What a start. Oh, my goodness, with a burst of speed.
Yep.
52 yards for Jake Nolan. And just
shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers lined up to the right, 1 to the left, looking towards their sideline for their next upcoming play. We'll check the name on the Girard quarterback there. I believe it is Hunter, according to my roster. Back to pass. Looking down the right side. Stepping up and moving. He's going to run with it. Past the 50. Going to slide down right around the 45-yard line. Officially right around the 44. It's not going to be enough for a first down, but it's going to be close, though. We'll see what they want to do on this 4th down and about 2.
Players in position. Snap comes back here. Hands it off to Darney again, and why not? Here he goes with a hustle towards the end zone, just shy. As they do take the pylons down, but after he gets taken down to the grouse first.
Great job by Pater there, picking that ball up as it was a low snap. He had to pick it up off the ground and got it off quick, so the timing didn't skip a beat there as he got it up in about the 1-yard line.
That's where they'll spot it here as well. So you said they don't convert very well here with those penalties, but Darney's saying, I don't care what you have to say, Chris. I'm going, and I'm going to prove you guys wrong. Going for that glory shot here, just shy by a yard, was Western Reserve.
And safeties, and so there's a lot of shoving going on.
You got to look for Devontae Taylor. He's alone on an island with one man on a long 3rd down. They do throw to Taylor. Taylor trying to get position, and he's going to make the catch. No. Actually, it got knocked out at the end.
Dom Riccardi there got the handoff, went right up the middle, found the lane, and I feel bad for Jack Darney there. He did all the work, and Riccardi's like, you know what, I'll take your touchdown.
By the defensive back for Austintown Fitch.
Now, the punting and the kicking game is going to be interesting because the long snapper, from what I understand for the Irish, is out, is not feeling well. So they've got somebody else, from what I was told prior to the game, doing the long snapping.
So that's Brody Daniels. He's a running back and defensive back. He's a sophomore, so we'll see what he can do here with this long snap. Solid snap, kick is up, and it's blocked. Fitch is going to look to pounce on it, and Ursuline is going to recover it, but it doesn't matter. That's a turnover on downs, and Austintown Fitch with a big defensive stop to be.
Right side is Jones taken down at the 20 again.
It's hard to say. Obviously, this sets up as kind of a trap game or a letdown game for South Range, but they've proven in the past that they can win big games and come out the next week and do it again. So I don't think that that's in the back of their mind. But we'll see. You never know. That's why we play the game on Friday nights. That's why it's such a great conference, the NE8. Week in and week out, every game's a dogfight.
And the rain kind of dulls the crowd. That's the crazy thing. Usually you hear the Raider fans exploding on 3rd down, 3rd and 1 here. And taking it himself. Is that Zipolitis? Yeah, because that was a little Wildcat.
Yeah, Vito's
It's
walking
Pano
to the sideline here.
Zipolitis.
Yeah, power read, such a hard play to defend. You look like jet sweep's coming, and the quarterback reads the defense end. The defense end runs with that jet sweep. It should theoretically open up a gap for the running back, and that's exactly what happened. So Aiden Dominguez must have had his eyes on the jet sweep a little bit, widened out, and opened up a little gap for Zipolitis there.
Ball.
One receiver out wide to the left. The snap to Bates. Bates got a blocker. Bates has a lane. Bates has 6.
And just like that, they do. Kamara takes it to the house. 9-yard touchdown. And the Pullen Bulldogs have hushed the Raider crowd.
Yep, that was the same action as the power read before, but it was blocked just like jet sweep. And nobody happened to be home on the edge there for South Range, and you say that was that Vito Kamara there?
It was.
Just kind of walks into the end zone. No South Range player kind of in the area to make a play. So this was about as good of a start that Pullen could ask for. Steal a possession the first quarter and put points on the board.
Just advancing back. Boots it up, and it is good. So 7:33 to go in the first. It's Poland 7. South Range nothing. Raiders get the ball back. Don't go anywhere.
As Comco celebrated 70 years.
Him up. He's got Spencer Pruitt to his immediate left. Senator Johnson all alone, split out wide right. The ball gets faked to Pruitt. Surjanovic over the 15 to the 10. It's just a dash to the end zone. Breaks a tackle at the 5. He's in. Touchdown, Clippers.
I apologize. This window's in the way. I can't get that bottom corner. But Coach Joe is absolutely correct. Liam got into the corner of the end zone.
So Surjanovic with his second touchdown of the night. This one a 17-yard run. And Max Conway will snap to Surjanovic. Radcliffe up with the kick. It's up and good. Radcliffe is about as automatic as a high school kicker can be on those extra points. 6 for 6 last week against Lisbon. Tonight, 2 for 2 so far.
I'll go out on a limb here and say
he told me they already were. They
How
were
does
going to
he
sing
know?
She
Did he
Talks
call
to
them?
Angels because he saw a playlist.
Oh, okay.
We got our first running play of the evening, and it's going to be a big one. That's going to be 6.
There we go.
All right.
Man, he's good.
He's not horrible now.
He is.
I don't even think anybody touched him on that.
I don't either.
He could have walked around the end into the end zone. All right, are we going for 2 here again? All right. Here comes the lovely Macy Grace up here to ask for more money, probably.
No, she's asking me to open this for her.
Gotta love these small town football games when your grandkids come up to the press box and ask us to open up a Gatorade.
Good job by Brookfield.
Yeah, I believe that was 33. So that was Timothy Gregorino and Brady Heiner that were both in on that.
So 8:36 remaining. We'll take a quick break. Rebels lead by 14.
16 for Wyndham.
16, Matthew 0.
Matthews with the donut. We'll go to a quick commercial, and we'll be back for...
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school. Crowds are cheering for
first down.
Okay.
Okay. There's a quarterback sneaker, knocked back, but able to keep his momentum. Owen Urialchi into the end zone, and that's a tutty for the Dogs. Gives them a 6-0 lead. 7:15 to go in the first.
And I'll tell you what, I really love that pass play because it's going to have to keep that defense on their heels.
Yeah,
they're going to run all the time, but
So Western Reserve tries to make it potentially 14. Pater gets it, holds on. He's looking to run and hustle himself, finds a spot. A little bit of a twirl, goes into the end zone. Looking for flags, none to be found. That's going to be an 8-yard run for another touchdown.
Beautiful play there. Pater ran to the left side, had some open space, found his blockers, and pushed it over the goal line for a touchdown. And Mr. Momentum is heavily on the reserve side early on here.
Took them less than a minute to find the end zone again. First one comes at 8:40, this one at 7:50. Kick is up, and the kick is good here once more by Chudasui. And you can go ahead and make that 14-0 here for Reserve. We'll step aside again. Still a lot of time left, though, in this first quarter here on YSN.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care.
It's going to be a gain of maybe 1 on the play. So they mark the ball back at the 16-yard line. So second and 13, second and 14 here from our point of view. Grand Valley comes out, 3 receivers set. Goforth drops back to pass, hit in the backfield, fires a pass, and that ball is intercepted by Isaac Maldonado. So the ball is going to come out to the 20-yard line, and that's Goforth's second interception on the day in 2 drives. 2 interceptions for Goforth.
You all right, Zach?
Pastella rolls out.
Something different.
Throws one up.
Beautiful pass.
Great catch by Carilli. Pastella from his back foot throws one up for Carilli. Wildcats get the first points of the game. They go up 6-0. 36-yard touchdown pass from Pastella to Carilli. And Struthers will take the lead. 6-0 pending the extra point attempt.
Way up to about the 10-yard line. So a 4th down and 1, and Noah, given the situation of the game, they're down at their 10-yard line. What do you think they're drawing up here on this 4th down and 1 as they're leaving their offense on the field?
Looks like Coach Center maybe calling a draw, or maybe, oh, never mind, someone jumped.
And they got him, didn't need to do much there. So assuming this is encroachment, actually they're calling it a false start on the Lions. So back them up 5, and that is now we'll set up a 4th and 6.
And, you know, Coach Center really going to have to mix it up a little bit now with that penalty. You could be calling for like a draw or a short run there, but now you got to go for what could potentially be a pass, more than likely.
Lions committed 9 penalties last week against Jefferson. Commit their first one there. One of their first one. Here's Fry, has some time. In the arms of Robinson. He dives in. Touchdown, Orange.
How about Eli Robinson on the homecoming court as well, and on the football field, just really catching that pass in the flat, just really.
Left to go in the first quarter. It's really gone fast because both teams are keeping the clock moving.
Option. Farrell looking to throw. He's got a man down the field. That's Taylor. He catches it. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Ursuline. A little RPO, and Farrell rolled out to his left. That fake handoff got the defenders in the secondary to creep up, and Taylor just snuck his way back there for nothing but green grass.
And what made that such an impressive play is that the ball was really underthrown. He had to stop, get it, but he had the the forethought to realize that if he just takes off at an angle for the corner.
Goal. Offensive line doing a great job up front, opening the holes for Perry. He wasn't touched until he got to the second level. First and goal coming up for the Rockets at the Rams 7.
A lot of options here on first and goal.
Absolutely.
Woolrich are going to line up in the pistol set this time. Perry, another carry, and he is going to get stuffed this time. Multiple Rams there to bring him down.
Chase Moore there on the stop at the point of attack.
5:30, right on the mark here in the first quarter. Poland takes over their second offensive set. And some running room left side. This is big trouble. Down the sideline, speed for days. See you later. A 60, scratch that, a 71-yard touchdown.
That right there, I think, was freshman Zipolitis, and he showed off his.
How about Zipolitis, the freshman for Poland? 71-yard touchdown. They are punching South Range in the mouth early.
Absolutely. Going up 2 scores still in the first quarter. There's a lot of time left, but I know when I walked in tonight, I said, I think Poland could give South Range a game, and your comment was.
This is shocking. I thought they had to keep it low scoring to have a chance, but their offense so far, taking it to this Raider defense that we've seen play so well.
Twice, they've scored twice.
Yeah, that's something.
That's a recipe for good things happening for the Bulldogs.
Now,
the Raiders now, a little bit on their heels, but again, still in the first quarter. There's plenty of time left. This is a big drive, I think, for South Range.
I think they have to wipe that score out of their memory. We've seen a couple of times this year, South Range has been prone to giving up the big play.
Yeah.
Lakeview got a big pop for 80-plus yards. Struthers got a big play.
Yeah. How about Ursuline? 7-0 lead. West Branch up 7-0 in their game. Some good games going on around the valley. Middle Ridge leading Lowville 8-0, but the Rockets on the move at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I think this is going to be like, can Middle Ridge's defense keep the Rockets under wraps enough for their offense to win this game?
Yeah. I'm not sure you can outscore the Rockets.
No, you gotta get a couple stops. Couple stops.
We've got some pretty good games. West Branch has now tacked on another one. They lead 14-0. So.
Yeah, we knew this one would get ugly in a hurry against Minerva.
Yeah, we'll make a couple visits there and get you back to some other games. So, just a lot of good action going on around the valley tonight. I love it. Let's go. We'll right back to our announcers. We'll let them do the call. But again, the Audible Call here on YSN brought to you by the WRS Wealth Advisors. We are heading out to West Branch.
As the rain starting to subside, they'll hand this one to Molinex. Makes a cut, a stiff arm, and picks up some extra yards. As they are feeding Boston here early on as Jaden Yerger
40-yard line, excuse me.
in there on the tackle.
Huddle with Haynes to the right. That is motion inside, jet sweep. That'll be Wells again, and he gets by a tackler and into the end zone. And that is another touchdown for Colin Wells, this time 19 yards. And that will put the Eagles up 13-0 with 2:47 remaining in the first quarter. So the same play that they scored.
Broke, Allie, don't
if it ain't
fix
broke,
it.
don't fix it.
Absolutely. But it's got to be nice for Jeremiah Thomas. You know, you just hand the ball off to Boston and, hey, do your thing.
100%.
So with the ball at the 3-yard line, you would expect to see another handoff to Molinex. Man in motion. That's Jackson. Thomas wants to throw it, throws it into the end zone, and it's caught by Anthony Perry. So Anthony Perry, touchdown of the night.
Great look there by Thomas. Way to be.
And it's like a fake here. He's looking. He's going to go deep. He's got a guy. Hits him in stride.
Flag.
But we got a flag coming. Let's see what's here.
Number 4,
Might be a holding.
Might be an ineligible downfield.
But there is a flag on the play.
Let's see what they're calling here.
It's an ineligible lineman downfield, I think.
So good.
On Valley Christian, I'm not for sure, though.
Driving those feet. First and goal for the Springfield Tigers. Baird in the gun. He brings Cunningham in motion to his left. He's going to give it to Dante Gentile. Gentile's going to walk in for another Springfield touchdown, and that's going to make it 12-0 pending the extra point. And
we're on a time constraint. You just keep pounding the rock.
Clock down to 3:45 in the first. 14-point lead for the Bulldogs. They go Dominguez to the right side. It gets about a yard. That'll be 2nd and 9 for the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Coach Rock, through the game planning, felt like they would have more success kind of going outside of the box with some jet sweeps and some screens, running the ball a little bit wider. This is a tough pull in defense, especially up the middle.
Two receivers near side. Toy takes a snap. Goes handoff to Dominguez, looking stiff arm, and he is not going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll be tackled for a loss. Raiders will be behind the sticks. 3rd and, let's call it 11 for now. They're going to say 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I think we're going to get to see Toy set up in the pocket here and deliver a pass. Again, we're going sideline to sideline with the play call. At some point, you just have to say, we are South Range. We're not going to let what you guys do dictate what we do.
This is Kraus and Lewis territory here. Toy takes a snap, looks left, steps up, looking deep, still fires. And what a catch! It's Heath Kraus!
What a call, DJ. Kraus comes across the formation. Toy felt a little bit of pressure to the front side of the formation off the edge. Kind of navigates the pocket and delivers a great throw on the run.
Raiders showing up tempo. 2 receivers to the right. Toy calls for it. Handoff. Some running room. Starting left, going up the middle, down to the 10-yard line.
Starting to hear and feel a little bit of the crowd getting into this game, so that's a positive for South Range. You can feel the momentum slightly shift a little bit towards South Range's favor, and they need a score here. They don't need just a field goal. They need to get a touchdown on the board here.
9-yard gain on the Dominguez carry. And Turf Monster comes up and makes the tackle, making it 3rd down and short. Smesko.
Yeah, although a slightly low chance of it. When it's raining like this and you have to try to change directions from going east to west to north and south, sometimes the turf can get a little bit slick and your feet can give out, and that's kind of what we saw there from Smesko.
Two receivers to the near side, and Dominguez joins Toy in the backfield. Up the middle, Raiders trying to push their way, will their way to a 1st down. It'll be enough.
Yep.
And it'll be 1st and goal for South Range.
Pulling already is pretty tough up the middle in their defense, and when you're in the red zone, it's shrinking down the field a little bit. It's going to become a little bit tougher for South Range to score here.
Clock ticks down under a minute, 55 seconds. Toy takes off, tries to get that corner, and it's down at the 1. But the clock should stop if he's out of bounds, right?
You would think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure we got a sign from the side judge other than where the football was, so they're just going to let it run. You're right. He probably should have waved the clock to stop, but he didn't. That's probably an error on the side judge there. Going to give South Range one more play here, probably.
If you're South Range, you want to punch it in here. You don't want to take this deficit into the 2nd quarter. Poland does. And the Raiders say, no thank you. Touchdown Raiders from 1 yard out. And we got a 1-score game again.
Yeah, it's our boy Troy.
You saw it live here on the Audible Call. We said that was a big drive for South Range. They answered.
They sure did, Mike. I mean, it was a drive where they had to battle some adversity. Some negative plays didn't go their way. They kept putting it forward. We see him score from the 1 yard line there with I think Toy running in himself.
Big 3rd down play at the Poland 41 when They needed 10, and they got like 18. So that was a huge play for the Raiders. They're all of a sudden back in the game.
PAT
Maybe
is good.
Caught their breath. They've cut it to 7, so it's 14-7 there. We head up to Niles and Hickory, looking to go up 2 scores on the Red Dragons.
Hickory dickory dock. They just scored a touchdown.
Yeah, the Hornets stinging them. So just like that, they up 13-0, and Ursuline was still with that 7-0 lead over Fitch. Falcons in Irish territory.
Let's go out to Tim Corso, hear what's going on in Stambaugh Stadium.
Unless they have to. That's a good read from Tate. Now this time a handoff. That's going to be Richard. He's trying to get the edge. He's undercut, and a nice tackle right there. Another solid play by Ray Javy, the sophomore. He got significant playing time, even started a couple of games as a freshman in the defensive backfield. And when you're starting in a defensive backfield as loaded as Ursuline's as a freshman, that tells you what Coach Reardon thinks of you.
And that play had worked before. I mean, this is...
Keeps it himself. He's running up the middle. He's getting to the end zone. There's a touchdown. Timothy Potts on the quarterback keeper. Bulldogs fell for the jet sweep action, and Potts kept it himself and darted up the middle for a touchdown. Southern Local looking to tie this game with the extra point. So
this will be interesting to see what happens here on this extra point. It'll be just the beginning of the second quarter, so there's a lot of time left here in the first half.
Absolutely. It looks like they're going for 2 here also because they did not bring out their kicking team. So important stop here for the Bulldogs. Give them a 1-point lead after this score. Hand up. Wow, he fought through it. Wow, how did he get through that? What a run.
They had him in the backfield.
They sure did have him in the backfield. They just cannot put hands on this Landon Hefner. They can't get him to the ground, and what a 2-point conversion for the Indians. We'll take a break. Be right back with the kickoff here on Wyatt.
No matter what.
It's there. Thomas was in on the tackle.
So the defensive line kind of getting the best of Alston that time. So it's going to be a little back and forth seesaw battle in that offensive defensive line trenches, as we mentioned. And those trenches are going to play a huge role in the yardage picked up tonight.
And so far, really, the offense of Harvey has just been a lot of Shahan Alston, and really nobody else. So it'll be interesting to see as the Harvey Red Raiders are in the red zone, see who they use. They give it to Alston again. He plows his way forward inside the 1. He might be in for a touchdown. He indeed is. So what a response from Harvey. And Noah, if you're head coach Mick Mockner, that is the exact response you were looking for.
And the response there, the last second effort by Alston and that junior running back. A huge, impressive drive there. And Harvey now has a chance to maybe tie up the ball game. Well, let's see what they do here on this point after attempt.
Looks like they will go for 2 as the first extra point was blocked by the Lions. So the offense, for the time being, is out there. Instead in the backfield, though, it is Burt Jr., and rolling to his right is Wise. Wise not able to get in there, so the Lions will hold a 2-point lead. 14-12 is the score, 2:50 to go in this first quarter. We'll be right back on Your Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa, and I'm...
Once again, this one pulled it to his right. That wind must be getting to him.
Well, let's see if the Leopards can tighten up here on defense, maybe get a possession back here before the half.
What's there knowing that when people watching online, they should just, how hard is it to adjust, put an extra guy in the box as we hear?
Well, oh, Lord. Busted play for 4 or 5 yards. It's hard nowadays when teams spread you out, but they're still running the ball in between the tackles. Obviously you have to. You play 3 receiver sets with the slot. You have to make an account for that defensively, which oftentimes takes a guy out of the box. But Central has really they've thrown 2 or 3 passes tonight. Everything real close to the line of scrimmage, screens. I haven't seen one pass downfield. So maybe that's our answer. Load another kid in the box and see what we can do.
Give there to Spittler. Just gets a couple there. Bulldog down. And a lot of times you need those outside defenders, too, for that jet sweep, at least for that outside contain. So 3rd and 4 here. Coach Jeff Lynn-Smith, right?
Yeah, Jeff's been there for a long time assistant for Coach Kleinfelder over the years, and took over when Coach Kleinfelder retired. I don't want to speculate what year that was, but I feel like it was around 2011.
I think it's like 14, 15. He's been there for Leopards. Almost jumped there. Hard count there. Spittler is stuffed there. Maybe picks up yards. It's going to be 4th and 3. Yeah, Kleinfelder was there for 40-plus years, I believe.
Yes.
Remember early in my career, Louisville, I think 1977, the Leopards were won 9 games. I think Central won 9 games, and they both tied. They tied 7-7 over there on heard a controversy. I think Leopards intercepted a pass. They got down. They thought they scored, but the refs called them short. That would have been sealed the game for Louisville. So you old Louisville historians can fill me in on that there. What they got going here? A little motion, and you gonna go with that counter again?
Yeah, I think they're going to do a little jet motion and possibly run that counter again back to what is it, 89? I think he's been running that counter.
So 3:27 left here in the first half. Louisville leading 7-6. Central started the scoring on a 46-yard touchdown drive.
But Springfield starting at their own 10. Great punt by Keegan White. Out of that shotgun formation, traditional shotgun formation. Springfield doesn't put anybody back, and this is where they end up. This one's going to be handoff to Dante Gentile. Gentile's got some momentum. He breaks one. He's going to go to the 40. He's at the 50. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. He's going to go all the way, folks. Dante Gentile. This one's going to be a 90-yard rushing touchdown for the Springfield Tigers.
He cuts it up the middle.
Resuming her first play.
Maybe a gain of 2 or 3.
Long pass
Knocked
from
down hard.
Burlingham to Kozar was incomplete
Try to run the ball.
for the first play of the second quarter for the Falcons. So
90 yards. And just like that, the Tigers are up 18-0 over the Blue Jays. And Springfield's they went for 2 last touchdown. They're going to go for the point after attempt here. Just the extra point kick. And this is up and through.
The point kick by Case and Kosick is good.
Case and Kosick on the make. Makes it 19-0 off of Dante Gentile's 90-yard rushing touchdown.
Nice to have that third team member.
He's saving me tonight because I suck at doing the camera. Horrible at it.
Oh, sometimes it gets hard to do it because
Yeah.
it's a fast game.
Yeah.
It's a fast game. They move those balls so fast and so hard, and you can't always keep up with it.
I'm always trying to look through that camera. I'm never looking at the field. Or, I mean, reversed. I'm always looking at the field, never looking at that little
I was
screen.
about to say, that's how I always do it, too. Sometimes I get the place. It's always nice to have that extra helping hand here. So it's second down coming up here, and 11 needed for the Red Devils, moving the other way. Now Lambert takes the snap, looks now, throws down the field, and a little bit too far over.
It's over at the Minerva 11-yard line. Jackson in motion. It's a jet sweep, jet touch pass. Jackson is touched, but he's into the end zone for another way.
Good coverage, but that speed, that speed's there for 100% for Camel. And a little bit better pass and a little bit more speed. That's a touchdown.
Now, I think if you had that lower here and it wasn't completed, there was contact being made there. There could have been an excuse for pass interference as well.
Yeah, yep.
So, again, things could have been a lot better. Again, it's just all about growing up here and just fine-tuning your game. That's what Lambert has been working on all season. He's gotten better here since week 1. And here we are now, week number 6, as they're still looking for a big third down. Snap back here, Lambert holds on. He's looking for a hole. He's going out far to the right. Stops, hustles, moves through, finally gets taken down. He'll be just shy.
Put him up 14-0 in the 64-yard interception return for a touchdown by Sidney Casto. Put him up 3 scores. Newbern No, that's Thomas Brown. He'll take the inside, the direct snap. He'll go inside, and he's going to break this 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Thomas Brown.
Yeah, that's another first down for these guys. We have to come up with something here to. It'd be troublesome if they got another score in.
Yeah, they need a turnover here. That would help immensely. There's plenty of time left here. The second 9:51 left in the second period. Falcons 1st and 10. Timeout,
Yep.
Jefferson.
Jefferson wants to make the best use of this time. There's 9.
Wheels there. As there's a flag on the PAT attempt, and that's going to go against Lisbon.
United keeps the class act and doesn't take the penalty and gets another. Don't take it a yard closer.
Exactly. And there it is. The PAT, the fourth one for Figley tonight, makes it 28-0 after the 54-yard touchdown run by the sophomore Thomas Brown. All Eagles here tonight in Hanoverton. 28-0 your score. We'll be back.
Talking about these guys being a force of nature. How about you now?
Yeah. Campbell coaches are doing a real good job of finding those soft spots in that reserve defense and hitting them quick passes.
Talking with Coach King here, they didn't seem at all phased or worried about coming up against Western Reserve, even with rankings and how they've been playing well this season. And that's showing right now. Timlin doesn't get too much space here and gets taken back. It looks like they've lost maybe 2 yards here. It's second down and 12. Into that 10-minute mark here in quarter number 2. Good crowd on hand here for Western Reserve. Good.
As they try to keep it a 2-score game. Mason Cornell, the senior, came out of the game for the Dragons. So we have 7:13 to go here in the first half. 3rd down and 4 now. The ball is on the Hickory 43-yard line. As the Dragons defense will look to get a big stop. And we'll see what Hickory does. Calhoun's in motion. And that's what Telrez will throw it to. It's completed. Calhoun actually bobbled the ball, but he kept his feet in bounds. It'll be a first down for Hickory. He stepped out at the 49-yard line of Niles. So now we have 6:51 to go in the second quarter, and Hickory will have 1st and 10, a yard into Niles territory. All right, 1st down and 10 now for the Hornets. 6:51 to go here in the first half. Robert Maynard's in motion. They'll hand it off to Maynard. And Maynard's got some running room, but he'll get just back to the line of scrimmage as the Niles defenders are all over him. Xavier Bradley, the senior, was first on the defense for the Red Dragons. Coming up on 6.5 minutes now. It'll be 2nd down and 10. As Maynard did not get any yards on the reverse. All right, 2nd down and 10. Ball still on the 49-yard line of the Red Dragons. Hand off to Morrison. Morrison cuts to his left. He'll be taken down in the backfield. No, he stays on his feet still, but he's moving backwards. Now he's got some running room. And he's still on his feet. Oh my goodness, Morrison down the sideline. And he's got nothing but end zone in front of him. What a run by Calvin Morrison. He broke at least 7 tackles on a 40
same situation
down run with 5.
Has dealt with a lot of what Helene dealt last night, and thinking about those guys down there and everybody else that dealt with any kind of hardships with this dang hurricane.
Certainly thinking and praying for you. Good snap. Kick is blocked. Pop straight up and taken See ya! Touchdown! Heath Krause. The true value. Heath Krause coming through again for South Range. Special teams certainly proving special here in Raider country.
I mean, this is kind of what we saw going on last week. You know, Struthers is in the game last week. They kind of, you know, put their backs against the wall and forced the punt in their own red zone. South Range blocks one last week, and they do the same thing this week in a timely fashion. Pending PAT here, we're going to tie this ball game up.
And we do. 5:34 left to go before the half.
Really gel well together.
It's not an easy defensive front to push around either, so the Rockets doing a great job.
And another handoff to Perry, this time bouncing out to the outside, fighting for the goal line. And he is going to be in for a touchdown from 12 yards out. So now a 2-score lead for Lowville.
Not going to show up on the stat sheet, but Pazel had a great block on the outside to spring Perry to the goal line. And another.
Back to pass, looking down the left side. Throws it. It's going to be a long ball. That will go out of the hands of a Bulldog. Falls incomplete. That was an incredible opportunity for Warner, and Warner wasn't able to pull that ball in. Brings up second down. Did hit him right in the hands. That would have been incredible for the Bulldogs. Would have stopped this scoreless half that we've had so far. Clock now stopped at 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Second down and 20 at the 35. He had him. McCown had a good throw over to Warner. Warner can't, you know, gonna have to forget about it now, but going to be something he thinks about as it did hit his fingertips. Shotgun formation. Fakes the jet. Back to pass is McCowan. Going to be pressured. Throws downfield. And it will be a completion. And a touchdown from 35 yards out. A huge catch there by Newton.
Pretty good balls considering he was rolling to his left.
And that play happens because you have to respect his ability to go deep and into the corner of the end zone. And when he pulls up short, he catches the ball. And the defender's off guard.
Farrell muffs the snap, and it's going to be a dead play regardless. False start on Ursuline, and that doesn't it hurts Ursuline obviously, and Farrell caught the fumble, but he would have lost a good 3 or 4 yards anyway.
Yeah.
So he really just gave them an extra down by false starting. I'm not sure who did, but either way,
Wildcat last time, but switching things up here. Wower's going to drop back the pass here. Rolling out to his right, senses the pressure, and rolling out back to his left now. Looking for an open receiver. Now back to his right. And he's just going to fire this one to Perry. And Perry has a couple of blockers here. And he is going to be stopped at about the 5-yard line.
A lot of excitement for little yards.
No, I mean, they didn't get that one, but Rowett showed his ability to get out of the pocket right there and still complete the pass.
He did. He did a great job athletically. Keep the play alive and give themselves the opportunity for the 2-point conversion.
That's one of the best unsuccessful 2-point tries you'll ever see. So 28 is going to be our score here. We'll take another quick commercial break. Rockets a kickoff, and we come back.
Craftsmanship.
Season, they've allowed under 10 points a game. It's been 7.8 to be exact. They've already scored 14 in less than a half a game. And a jump off sides by Fitch and Ursuline. Maybe they go for 2 here to get some momentum. You're up by 2 scores as the rain is falling now. And we'll see what Coach Reardon wants to do. He's probably going to leave his field goal unit out there, however. 5 minutes on the dot to go.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's confident in his kickers and their ability to get the extra point, and I just think that he's going to sit there and just take that point, barring any sort of mishandling of the snap because of the rain. He's going to go for that.
And that's the goal for Tabacus to knock this one through and make it a 14-point game. Snap is up. Kick is good after it was a high snap, but nonetheless, it's 14-0 Irish after that score from Taylor and the extra point from
getting fired up there. The quarterback's not afraid to get in there and get his pads loose on the defensive side.
David Zippolitis going to be credited or debited, depending on which way you look at it, with a loss of 2. Kamara, screen pass. Nobody home except Burgundy and Gold. Picked off, turned up, and down to the 5-yard line. 2 Poland Bulldogs fell down, and Nagy was the only one there. Thank you very much, says Gavin Nagy, the Galloping Ghost.
Yeah, we talked last week about number 10, Vito Kamara, returning an interception, 103 yards for a touchdown against Hubbard right before the half. And there he lets go.
Boy, the tide has turned down
Whew.
South Range.
Man, they made him angry, and here come the Raiders looking to score again to make it 21 unanswered points.
Well, and the big thing is you cannot turn the ball over against them.
Nope.
And you give them a short field.
Blocked punt and a interception that we just saw here live on the Audible Call.
Yeah. And here we go. Well,
touchdown. I mean, the way South Range has turned that game, it's like you think you have them down, and no.
all of a sudden they got a wake-up call.
And the sad thing is for Poland, it's not really on their defense.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not. They blocked punt for a touchdown, and what are you supposed to do, stop them from the 5-yard line? I mean.
That's what I mean. You can't give South Range a short field. They're going to take advantage of it.
It happened to Struthers last week. It's happening to Poland this week.
Still a lot of time left, though.
A lot of time. This is going to be an extra
Great
point.
game.
Extra points are almost as automatic as you can get in high school for South Range. And this kid
Pretty
can
much.
hit from 41, so we'll still make sure that he gets it in.
All right.
And that's good. 21-14 South Range takes the lead. And we'll go over to Southern East Palestine, go back to Mr. Figley on the call.
Rushes it himself, and he's into the end zone. Short of the line to gain. Touchdown. No, there it is. Finally, nobody gave a call there. It took a while.
Did take a while.
So another touchdown for the Indians extends the lead 22-7 in the 2-point try. Oh, no, they're going to try an extra point here.
That'll be the first try of the game.
Yeah, first EP try of the game here for the Indians. Up by 15 now. Going to make it a 2-score game with this. It looked like an offside by the Bulldogs. They didn't blow the whistle. Off the upright, no good.
It's almost blocked, and you can see why they go for 2 nowadays.
Yeah, score 22-7, 2:51 on the clock. We'll take a quick break. Be back with the kickoff.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boots
40, 35, 30, only one man can catch him. Stutter steps, Severs brings him down at the 14-yard line, but a beautifully designed play by Union Local, and they're inside the 20 yet again with 3 seconds to play in the half.
Blue Devils. Don't get them mixed up here. Devils, a lot of them, but one's blue, one's red.
America colors.
Hey, you got white out there, too. Reserve is ready. Defense spreads, tries to match him. Back here, Paters has it, hands off, and denied. Moving that ball was Dom Riccardi. Couldn't get there, maybe an extra yard gain, hard to tell. I don't think they're giving them an extra yard there. They're just keeping it put here for second down and goal. And they're going to go fairly quick here now as Paters has it. He's just going to try and push his way in, and he'll do that to a T. 2-yard touchdown rush there for Reserve. 27-6.
Reserve, that's what one of their things they do when they get 3rd and short, 4th and short, 4 or 5 yards from the goal line. Pater will just take and call his own number right up the middle on a QB sneak. And sometimes, there's a few times this season where it's been stuffed up the middle. He's bounced to the outside and scored a touchdown. It's their bread and butter this year.
I'll give some credit here this time around towards the defense for Camel because, well, it took him to the 4-minute and 9-second mark.
Moves Personowski from his right to his left. He's straight, drops back, looking to throw. He's pressured. Price with the pressure. He's just going to fire to the end zone. His pass is intercepted. It could go back for 6. Looking for some blocks is Severs. 30-yard line, 35, 40. Looking to break a tackle at the 45. Brought down at the 50. Had a chance to bring that one back if he broke that tackle, but the Jets threatening, not able to capitalize, and a huge sigh of relief.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. I talked about the end of that last possession. You know, Tigers drop back to throw a pass on 3rd and 3. It just surprised me a little bit how well they're running the ball. But back to the basics here on this possession.
Liberty has 2 timeouts left. Newton Falls with 1. So time not exactly an issue if they want it to not be. Moody's going to pass this one back. Good play there. He's got plenty of room. It's going to be brought down past the 10-yard line. It's going to be first down and goal. That was Tayon Sly there with the pass. Well, Moody just kind of saw him in the backfield, flicked it to him, and he had plenty of room. Almost got himself in the end zone, but was brought down a couple yards shy. It's going to be first down and goal from the 7, I believe.
It'll be first down and goal for the Leopards.
From the 8, I think.
Ball's on the Tigers' 8-yard line.
So first and goal here on the 8. Liberty up 27-0 here. Looking to get up by over 30. Moody's going to take this one. He's going to go for a pass. Pass is complete, and it's going to be tackled. No, he's going to say he hit the pylon with the football. It's a pass, Moody to Farrell for the 8-yard touchdown there. Hit the pylon as he dove.
In their territory now, 32-yard line. First and 10 for the Tigers. I talked about the end of that last possession. You know, Tigers drop back to throw a pass on 3rd and 3. It just surprised me a little bit how well they're running the ball. But back to the basics here on this possession. Paired in the gun with Gentile to his left. He's going to give it to Gentile. There's going to be a reverse. This one's going to go to the house. This one's going to be a touchdown, and that's going to be number 6, Kason Kosick.
For the touchdown.
And the Tigers with some trickery there. Going to go up 25-0 on that one, pending the extra point. And what a play call by Coach Guerrero.
Uh-oh. Oh, he throws his helmet, slams his helmet on the ground. He's hurt.
And as the man who just scored the touchdown comes on to kick the extra point.
Flag is about, and it looks to be on orange, as it was an illegal block in the back.
Yes, that block in the back, kind of like that low block. It's just something you can't do. The end around, it kind of had the works, but just well shy of the first down. So just trying to open up the playbook here is a must if you're Coach Center.
And we haven't seen, at least for home games, we haven't seen a ton of those end-around plays called by head coach Rob Center. So we felt the necessary need to use that play there. Unfortunately, it got called back due to a penalty. 2nd and 25. And fake to Ty. Fry throws it down the seam for a touchdown. What a play there by Cole Schreibman. Able to get his way open. And he just found a weak spot in that secondary, Noah, to work his way upfield for the touchdown.
So you see him running that post, just finding that open lane and running past those Harvey defenders.
Right, Carson fumbles the snap, picks it up. He's rolling left, now goes left. He throws the ball, just throwing it away there, out of bounds. He actually completes it on the sidelines to Caden Taylor, a freshman.
Just forward. He maybe got a couple, and it's going to be 4th and about 1 or 2. So Farrell just taking what the defense gave him there, and a couple of Falcons injured.
And that's the Florial, but I think he's going to get back up.
He's a tough kid.
Yeah, he just got a little banged up on the play, but he's going to have to come off, I think, because they came out to see him.
And and probably, I'm not sure if just him or if both him.
Alexander Davis, gain of about 7 on that, trips all the way left. Randall moving, calling the play at the line here. Inside handoff to Poe. Follows his blockers, keeps his feet moving. He'll move the chains again. He gained about 10 on that one. making it look easy as they're at the 35-yard line with a new set of downs.
Deep downfield here with 3:33 left to play in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Goforth takes a snap. Low snap, and it's going to be fumbled. But Goforth's able to fall on it, but it's going to be a loss of about 5.
Poe and Berman in the backfield.
Adam Mom.
Raiders go up the middle again with Toy inside the 20, down to about the 16, 17.
That'll bring up 2nd down and about 5. Bartone 21. Nick Roach on the tackle as well. Number 81. Oh, quick timeout there by Lakeside as they had too many men on the field trying to sub in some defensive players.
And what are they going to do here? Another first down?
I think so. A little bit of a pile. See what's going on here. Just kind of cleaning up the pile a little bit.
Yep.
43, the older brothers, Ippolitas, with the task.
3rd and 18 from the 28-yard line. Thomas drops back, throws a screen. Joey Jackson makes a cut, makes another cut. Jackson will be untouched into the end zone for another Warrior touchdown. So they throw a little screen.
Yeah, I'd like to see that play ran with Smesko, who's got a little bit more.
Well, as we continue to flip game to game here on YSN's Audible Call, I'm Mike Ackelson along with Anthony Hartwig. We just showed you
pretty
West
big play
Branch.
from West Branch.
Nice little screenplay. They've laid a 50 spot. Pending the extra point, can be up 51-0. That'll be our final visit there for the night because that game's pretty much decided, I would say.
I think so. And
so when they're decided, what do we like to do, Anthony?
we like to stay off of them on the Audible Call. We'll flip towards the competitive games. I mean, if there's something that we can't ignore, we'll show it. Like, onside kick return for whatever it may be. But for the most part, we'll stay away from those blowouts. But if you want to watch them in their entirety, you can head over to ysnlive.com/live, where you can find all the games with all the announcers, whatever game you want. You can flip whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. So we flip there, Middle Ridge down 20-8 to Lowville. Another little flip here. Beaver, McGuffey, our first visit out there, I believe. Beaver trying to put together a night. Whoa!
Whoa! Broke it.
Oh! He didn't break it. He had reservations for 6. Touchdown Beaver, just like that. Great play. That looked like it was just going to be a small gain, and all of a sudden, turned on the Jets.
He got the reservation. Now he's like, waiter.
Yeah.
Check, please.
Garcon?
Garcon?
How about that? 13-0 Beaver.
Let's go back to Middle Ridge real quick as they're down towards the red zone.
It'd be a big touchdown here. Keep them in the game against Lowville. Rockets, their offense, top to stop.
We can tell you South Range is driving again on Poland. They're down inside their own 10. So
can tell you West Branch missed the extra point, so it's 50-0 late second quarter over Minerva.
South Range had a timeout. Let's see what they do here in their first and goal.
Let's go to DJ.
I don't think we're going to make it to DJ. It's a touchdown. We get to call it.
27
unanswered points.
Oh, boy.
Well, they got punched in the mouth, and there's 2 options.
They responded.
You either respond or you don't.
That was, wow. A great second quarter.
Okay, so now we're going to have to see. Okay, Poland just got punched. How do they respond?
They need to respond.
They got to respond right now. Extra point, almost automatic. We'll stay here for it. A lot of games on commercial right now.
A lot of games heading to halftime. That's the other thing we like to do here. We try to get as many bands up as we can. They're part of the process of high school football, and we do like to show that because there's parents out there watching for the band.
Extra point is good. South Range goes up 28-0. We'll go back to Middle Ridge, pump up the announcer, and keep watching here on the Audible Call, brought to you by WRS Wealth Advisors.
End zone, and he is going to bring it across for a touchdown from 11 yards out, and the Rams make it a one-score game.
I think we got a penalty marker on the field sitting right at that 10-yard line on the far side, and they're getting an ineligible man downfield, I think.
And that's a backbreaker for the Rams.
Terrible break. It was a great catch.
Well, they will get another shot here at least.
That was Balestrino on the grab. That was a great catch in this rain. And it's going to be nullified as they're going to back him up.
Well, down here by 2 scores. Pretty sure they will still go for it here on 4th down. Obviously trying to make it a one-score game. Don't really have much other choice. Great coverage there by LaRosa. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Great stand by this Rocket defense with 3 minutes to go on the best drive of the half for Mineral Ridge.
Well, we did say earlier that whichever team makes the less mistakes is going to win this game.
attempt, still within his range, but
with the rain, it's a little tougher. Ursuline probably going to send some pressure, try to get a block. Snap is up, kick is up, and that might be pushed wide right, and it is.
Wow.
And that's no good. It had the distance again, but this time was even more wide to the right as Ruggles from that hash, you try to overcompensate when you're on the left hash. And even though the extra point holder, from my experience, will hold it at an angle, so it's more of a straight-on kick than it looks. It's
to the field while the combined band plays Louis Prima's classic and a Ducky favorite, Sing, Sing, Sing.
The 11-yard line.
You're down 14-0, and so it's a little demoralizing. It's going to be their job to get themselves back into this when they get into the locker room and come out for the second half.
Ursuline looking to run. Baylog up the middle of flag, though. He's still on his feet. Excuse me, this is Patterson. He's down the sideline. Patterson with one man to beat, he will, but it's likely going to get called back. A flag on the pre-snap motion. And Ursuline.
They don't even realize that the flag was thrown. Yep.
And it's going to be on Ursuline, a legal motion, and that's a killer. I mean, my thought.
He's had a good day.
He is. He's got close to 100 yards receiving. Right. So you want to try and get your $5 back?
Sure.
All right. So I will bet you.
Oh,
we're going to go for 2.
They're definitely going for 2 because they're really good at that.
Do you think they're going to get it?
Absolutely.
So do you want to go double or nothing?
Double or nothing.
So if they don't get it, you're going to give me $10.
Yes. Not right now, though, because. Probably.
Right.
I'm going to ask him to borrow $10, and then I'm going to give him $10.
No. So
but they're going to do this because they've done it every single time. Like, I have no doubts.
Oh, uh-oh.
Was that supposed to bounce like
that? It was not, but he is going to get in there for 2.
Ha ha!
You got lucky there.
And Dougal owes me $10.
I don't. No, I owe you 0.
No, you owe me $10.
No, you owed me 5.
So?
Double or nothing means you owe me nothing now.
Oh, I don't like those things. No, that's not good. Now I get $10.
It's a good thing you're pretty. All right, we are going to go to a commercial while I show my wife how do you do that.
show continues with a tribute to O-Town, featuring a standout trumpet solo by senior Zach Nichols. We bring the smooth and uplifting sounds of I'll Be There, I Want You Back in the upbeat ABC by the Jackson 5. We wrap up our show with a high-energy anthem, Feel This Moment, performed by Pitbull and Christina Aguilera, bringing the show to an electrifying finish. direction of Roger Lewis and Sarah Coughlin, flatline advisor Nikki Dispenza, and drumline instructor Jim J.R. Richland. We proudly present the 2024 South Range Raider Marching Band. Tonight, our entire halftime show was picked by the band senior class. Please enjoy the Journey hit, Separate Ways. Senior flag line captain Julian Dispenza wrote tonight's flag line feature. Feel free to sing along and wave your arms to the classic YNCA.
catch. The Leopards move out of the back of their end zone, out to the 15-yard line, get a first down, much needed.
Looks like the Leopards running plays in with the guard tonight.
Yeah, I say there, number
Max
51
Morari.
there.
Max Morari.
Okay. Monroy. Back to pass. Now he tucks it. He's going to run it. He's going to have himself a touchdown, I think.
Yep.
Yes, he does. Touchdown, Salem. From 11 yards out, Cletus Monroy extends the Salem lead as they go down the field in an over 5-minute drive that results in 6. Nice job there extending the football into the end zone to break the plane. And a big extra point coming here.
Also some great blocking here on the near side, Matt, to give Monroy a few extra yards. And then, as you said, a great effort there to dive for the pylon to get in for 6.
Snap, hold down, kick is up, and the kick is no good. So Alliance gets that extra point back as they block that one. And it's going to remain, or excuse me, it's going to be a 7.
Wildcats. Pezletta in the gun. Bram behind him.
Barry Reynolds down and ready in that squat position.
They give to Bram right up the middle. Finds the first down, and he's wrapped up.
Yards
by
after
Songer.
contact, going crazy for Bram tonight.
He's got that Nick Chubb build. Able to just break off those tackles.
I mean, he uses the gaps that this Struthers O-line gives him. Reynolds was in a baseball stance, creeping there. Didn't do too much because Bram had a big gain on that play. Another I formation. Seems like they like to hand it to the second guy here.
They do once again to Bram. Bram straight up the middle. Looks like he's going to get to the line to gain another first down.
Again, this Wildcats offense saying, I'm going to run it. Hubbard, you try and stop me.
Hubbard knows it's coming, but they just can't stop
struggling all
it.
game to stop him. I mean, on some I formations like that, I don't understand how you do stop it.
Especially
you got
when
a lead blocker, you're going to at least get some yards off of that.
Almost always you got
8-man on the line. Nope.
7 men on the line. Hand off to the back man. Cole. Cole gets a gain of 6 or 7. They'll say 6.
He's just racking up yards with the ease.
Carries the ball upfield. Tackled by Hubbard's number 6, Matthew Cheney.
Clock ticking down to 7:20.
Ball resting on the
Wildcats on the Eagles 20.
20-yard line.
Second down and 5 yards to go to the first down.
Pezletta
Wind
in the
is still
gun.
howling here.
Cole behind him. Bram to his right. They give to Cole. Bram, the lead blocker, has some space up the middle. Cole, 1 man to beat. And he's brought down at the 1.
Tackle pretty weirdly there.
Thrown down. They bring him down at the 1, though.
Took 3 guys to stop him there. But I think Struthers will go for 2 if they get this.
First and goal from the 1.
And they're going to go back to that I formation. Definitely give it either to the second or third guy here.
3 men in the backfield, 7 out in front. They give it to Bram. Bram
In
gets
for
his
another
second touchdown of the game. Both from the 1-yard line.
Bram's
They're
going to
go for 2.
I formation. Getting yards off that I formation.
Running all over the place
Offense
here.
is going to stay out there. They're going to go for 2.
And I mean, Hubbard's not been able to stop it. The Wildcats have really been able to get maybe 4 or 5 yards each time they run the football. And it's looking like they're going to run that once again.
Hubbard's new player, Josiah Hill, out there.
Rolls out, Going towards the pylon, cuts it up. Songer able to stop him. And they call him short. Songer in on the open field tackle. Looked like Pezleta had space towards the pylon. He tried to cut it up the middle. Unable to do so. It's going to be 18-0. 18-0 Wildcats, 6.5 minutes left. We'll be right back.
The Links at Firestone Farms is the area's premier golf course and provides a great test for golfers of all ages. Enjoy playing 18 holes on our signature
Tom went the extra mile, made some molasses cookies. Not my favorite, but generally my cookie consumption revolves around icing and chocolate chips. But I will tell you this, Tom cooked these babies to perfection. They are delicious. If you're a ginger snap guy, top quality molasses cookie by Tom. One bite, everybody knows the rules. I'm going to go 8-1 on these tonight. I'm going to go 8-1 on the cookie.
Somehow molasses I was always associated with me growing up. I'm not quite sure. Is it because it's delicious and
it's cheap.
Sweet, cheap, and slow?
Yeah, yes.
Slow as molasses. Do these kids know slow as molasses?
No.
All right, there you go.
Captain Jack knows.
Pitch out to Thomas. He's got some room on the end. Pushes forward, and the lineman's going to do a little scrum there. He's going to get to about a 3rd and 3. Yeah, Colton Jones was subbing in for Frank last week. I brought up Phi Slamma Jamma.
Yeah,
he
didn't
know.
know.
No clue there. Rob Johnson here on with us.
Yeah, he had no idea who Phi Slamma Jamma was.
I mean, Colton's 23 years old?
Yeah, so as I talked to my son, the ESPN 30 for 30, which is called Survive and Advance. I mean, a phenomenal,
great
documentary.
documentary.
Recommend find that about Jim Van Vanno and that run. Not only that run, but his life and his battle with cancer. I just read a great book. I'll stop in a second here. So 3rd and 4 here. And Spittler, we're going to get the motion with Thomas. There he goes. And we get a movement there by the big man. That's going to send him back 5. Anyway, just read a ball. I got it at Ollie's. The Haven for books. They had you could get a basket of books for like $4.
Wow.
So one was called The Legends Club, written by John Feinstein, who wrote
Great writer.
So the Legends Club talked about, all these schools within 10 miles of each other. Dean Smith, Mike Krzyzewski, and Jim Valvano in the 80s. A phenomenal book. If you're a fan of college basketball in the 80s, it's one to watch there.
Side looking to make some room for himself, and he does. Persanowski first down and more up the near sideline. Moved out of bounds by King.
I gave up reading for Lent, and it's never went back.
Pressure throwing, and that's going to go out of bounds there, DeRuzo. He had to focus on the physical education then.
Correct.
I love to read, buddy. Love to read. Thanks to my dad, Andy. We used to get the Canton Repository, the afternoon paper, and the Cleveland Plain Deer in the morning. So he got me hooked early to sports. And kind of COVID, to be honest, got me back reading there at the extra time. Let's see what Central, are they going to try to kick it? They are there.
That's a nice deep kick.
It is.
So we got Alex Estrada going to try to kick it from 38 yards there. He had a nice kickoff first time around there.
Driven backwards. He's trying to break the tackle and make something happen. Are they going to say he broke the tackle and lost yards? No, they won't. They'll say his forward progress was stopped only a yard behind the line of scrimmage. That's what the far side official is saying. So that's a 9-yard difference there. So only a loss of 1 instead of what could have been a loss of 10. And everybody on the Beavers sideline here on the near side is saying he broke that tackle and then got hit again by a different defender even farther in the backfield. But that's not the call from the officials. He's spotted back at the 39-yard line, so a loss of 1. 2nd down and 11 coming up for the Jets. Tomalonis, another low snap. He's able to handle it. Rolls left, sets, was looking to fire. Now he's pressured by Curran. He's going to roll right and look to make something happen. First down for Tomalonis and more. Past the 30, 25-20. Wrestled out of bounds near the 15-yard line. Once again, Tomalonis, a big run. That time got pressured by Curran. Wanted to throw that one on the run to his left. Stops on a dime. Rolls to his right, and there's nobody to stop him for quite a few yards. Ball spotted at the 17-yard line for Union Local. They're inside the Beavers' red zone, looking to make it a 2-score lead again. Inside 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Tomalonis, Persanowski, once again in the backfield. Shotgun.
Tomalonis saying something to his receiver, Saunders. Now he throws it to him on the run. Saunders, left side, looking to make something happen. He's hit by 3 Beavers defenders and brought down inside the 15 at the 11. Looked like Tucker McElroy, Luke Redos, and Kane Curran, the 3 Beavers that got a hit on Saunders, but another solid gain there by Dre Saunders. He's had a couple of massive catches in this game, a 48-yard touchdown, and then about a 60-yard play that set up Union Local inside the Beavers 20 for one final play at the end of the first half that resulted in Union Local throwing an interception, but nearly set up a Jets score at the end of the first half. This time he sets up 2nd down and 5 at the 12-yard line of Beavers territory. Tomalonis, shotgun. Takes the snap. Just gives it Personalski, left side, waiting for things to happen. Flag comes in from the backside here. Personalski still hasn't been brought down. Now he's whistled down with forward progress at the 10-yard line, but that flag came in at about the time and the area that would be offensive holding. It did come in from the official behind the defense on that play, so could potentially be defensive holding as well. The officials discussing what this flag could be. Union Local is already backed up 10 yards, assuming it's holding on themselves, and it is. They call that on number 64, Logan Webb. And it'll be 2nd down and long yet again for the Jets. Back outside the red zone at the 22-yard line in Beavers territory with 54 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Clock now running. Jets only have to run one more play before the end of the quarter. Shotgun for the Jets, and Tomalonis takes a snap. Going to straight run this one to the right himself, looking for the edge. Cuts it upfield 20, 15. Shy of the 10-yard line, brought down at the 14-yard line, but a solid pickup there on what was 2nd and long to make it 3rd and manageable for the Jets offense. One of the longer 3rd downs they've had today, and they can wait to snap it on 3rd down in the 4th quarter on the other end of the field, and that's what they are going to do. So the Jets go to their sideline. Beavers' defense is going to stay on the field here in case the Jets try to catch them off guard here. There's still 13 seconds to play until the end of the quarter. Now the Beavers are going to go to their sideline. Officials huddled near the football. So, yeah, we're just going to walk to the other end of the field and start the 4th quarter. Jets will have 3rd down and 7 from the Beavers' 14-yard line. Up by 6 in this game. 1 quarter left. Neither team scores in the 3rd. We'll flip ends of the field for the 4th in a 1-possession game between the Jets and the Beavers in this Buckeye 8 match.
Links at Firestone Farms is the
Siegfried's done various things with basketball program.
Well, and they've rescheduled the Royal Knights, too, for this year, so that's coming up. We'll get that announced when it's time. But boys soccer plays against Lake here at Louisville on Thursday. Volleyball against Glen Oak. Both of those are at home. Girls volleyball is at 6:30 and soccer starts at 7, so I haven't figured out. I'm
going to be crossing, getting ready to take the snap here. Off to the side is going to be, and is it a give? No, they're going to keep it. Gets around one tackle, into the 2nd, and did he get to the 1st down? It's awful close there. It looked like they were going to go jet sweep to number 14. That would be Chenault, right?
Yes, correct.
So Chenault, and I mean, you talk about a guy if he gets the corner.
Yeah, I haven't seen him get the ball enough this year. You know, I want to, and I think everybody at Laker Nation wants to see him get a chance to turn on the Jets.
6:28 here. It's 3rd and 2, so they do stop him short, but this is every bit of 4-down territory for the Lakers.
A lot of room
to give to Vickery. Vickery is going to be met, but I think he's going to get the required 2 yards there. No, he got back to the line. No, he did get a gain of 1. So now it's a 4th and 1. And we're definitely not going to see a field goal kicker here, but
which would be awesome.
I mean, you could. It's potential because it does start the running clock. It's a 3-point, but it's 4th and 1, and you've got 1,400 yards of rushing in the backfield.
Yeah, you're going to your bread and butter.
You're
right
probably going to run it right up the middle. As Crossan takes it, he's going to the corner, and he got it. Gets through the defense into the end zone. A gain of 6 and a touchdown, Lakers.
Yeah, getting right behind his O-line. able to break out to the right, cut back inside a little bit, and finds pay dirt.
So at 5:25 left here in the third quarter. And now the clock will not stop as they are over that 30-point margin.
And Elliott Jones back out again for the extra point. Ball's down, kicks up, and it's good.
So just like that, it's going to go.
I think it's two down territory here. Two plays here. Al Jancic takes the snaps, got DeMarzio on the out routes, and just missed.
Probably
Noah Baberi did a nice job. Kind of get his hands off, kind of.
Yeah, probably a catchable ball, but a little low.
And I think you almost see the sight line for Owen was a little hard to see. So 4th and 5. Leopards have all their timeouts, I believe. So ball in the 20, make a 39-yarder into a bit of a win.
They made a 39-yarder last Friday night. Today's the wind's at his back, but I think we're going to go for it here.
All right, so big play here. 5:18 left. Central need to stop. Leopards need a play here to help ice this play. Al Jancic hits an out route. That's going to go to Ashton Marshall. The basketball brothers make a connection on the gridiron and move the chains. So Leopards, this drive starting their own 2-yard line. They were facing a 3rd and 10 from their own 2. I'll move it all the way inside the red zone, the 17-yard line.
Just a confident throw by Tate right there. One-on-one coverage on the outside. We ran a little curl route at the sticks. He didn't hesitate. Ball out, stuck it in there. First down Leps.
So we got trips to the top of your screen there. Give to DeMarzio. He cuts back on the zone read, and he is smothered by a squadron of Crusaders.
Gonna be a loss of 2. You're right, Mac. We are throwing the ball this half. We haven't had too many successful run plays.
Yeah, DeMarzio had a nice first half. That's the only touchdown for the Leopards on night, 52-yarder in the second quarter. Gave the Leopards a 7-6 lead after a 7-yard Connor Thomas touchdown by Central in the first half. So 2nd 11, 4:36, and ticking there. Al Jancic gives it, there he keeps it, and he's...
Throw, now he's going to tuck and run. Cletus Monroy trying to make something happen, and he's going to get it to about the 5-yard line, short of the first down. And we'll have a 3rd and a couple on the opposite side of the field as we start the 4th quarter. It is homecoming night, and Salem would like to go 1-0 in the EBC here in week number 6. They're 12 minutes away, but we're all tied up at 13. You're watching the YSN Network. We'll be back.
It's down the field. He's got Colton Loy open. He's going to go across. It's picked off there. And the Central Catholic Crusaders remain alive there. As looking down the middle there.
He waltzes into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run.
I absolutely thought that play was dead. I thought he was going to come up.
Starkey lines up to grab the snapper, the holder, Jimmy Powell, and Luke Starkey will try to bang it through. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it is perfect as well.
I thought they were going to have to go for it on 4th and 4.
And that's what happens when you have DC Farrell, that good of an athlete at quarterback. And now Tabak on for the extra point to make it 21-0. Snap down, kick up, and it is good. 21-0. The Irish rolling over Fitch at the moment. We'll be right back here on YSN. 8:19 left to go in the third on your sports network.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a...
So this will be punted away to, we're trying to get the number of the returner. That will be Collier Dixon back to catch this punt. It has momentarily stopped raining. Snaps a little high, but it's handled this time. Punts away. Going to bounce past the 40. Continue past.
And they're, at the 44-yard line. I would assume you're going for it here. And they will. It's going to be trips to the left this time. Narducci and Williams in the back. They're going to hold Williams back there, I'm assuming, as an additional blocker. And it's coming from the internal. He's got a man into the hands of the PV Lakers defense. Is Folkman on the interception?
He's got bodies
He's
in front of him.
Getting around again. He's all the way down the sidelines.
He's in.
And it's a touchdown.
He paid for it at the end there. That was a big hit.
Big time hit, but a 60-yard touchdown return on the interception there at 50 seconds.
Looking down the middle of the field, and it almost is intercepted. It falls incomplete, however. In the neighborhood, they was trying to get it to Rafferty, but Parise was pretty close there. And it does bring up 2nd and 10. Same thing as last time. No huddle for Girard. Talone hands the ball off to Hunter. Hunter looking for some running room, and he's going to be met in the backfield by a couple of different Bulldogs, and then brought down by quite a bit of the pack. A flag was thrown towards the end there, right around where the tackle was. So we'll see what the call is. It does look to be a face mask call against Lakeview. And we'll see what kind of face mask call this is. And it's past the 5-yard variety. This is a 15-yard variety. So things were going so well for Lakeview. The incompletion.
You have to wonder if, again, that ball is slippery or something was slippery. But nonetheless, Fry, I don't think liked that pass from the start.
Brandon Wong, the punter. As it looks like Harvey not sending anyone deep at this point. As Orange in Harvey territory, we have a penalty marker. Looks like someone jumped up front.
Now they send somebody back there for Harvey. Interesting.
So yes, it is going to be a false start, and now they will send number 10, Asai Gaines. And it appears to be actually number 5, Trent Hull, so excuse me. But Hull back deep to receive. And he just lets it go. It takes that orange bounce as it is down at the last second. Looks like number 70, Anderson Morrissey. So we will take a short break yet again, and we'll be right back after this message on Why.
How did things ever get so far with your high heating bills? You should have come to me. And if you had come to me, I could have told you to call Michael at MP Vivo Heating and Conditioning. Michael is one.
Does look to be just short and brings up a 3rd and 1. And And with the, of course, the score being what it is, 13-6 here with a 6-point lead. Excuse me, a 7-point lead, of course. Nevertheless, they're taking their time. 15 seconds on the play clock. They have their play. Talone. He's going to run it himself. He's going to push forward and get the first down and quite a bit more. Finally brought down right around the 42-yard line of Lakeview. It is a first down for Girard. So a good play call there on third down. Continues this drive. The ideal goal, of course, if you are part of the Girard faithful, scoring some points here, but also taking off as much clock as possible. And so far, they're in the neighborhood of doing that. Talone, with 5 seconds on the play clock, hands the ball off to Hunter. Hunter pushing forward, still on his feet. Going to be close to the first down yardage. Going to be brought down officially about the 35-yard line. Brings up second down.
And Hawkins gets 3, maybe 4 yards on that carry. Both teams looking forward to EBC play. Almost a second season. As Jackson gets the snap, the lefty's looking, he's going to air it downfield, and he overshoots everyone, incomplete. It was intended for Jaron Blair. Coverage on the play for Salem was Will Harmon.
And that's exactly what Lakeview needed there. If they're going to churn the clock, got to take an opportunity to make some adjustments, make some shifts. We saw earlier in the game Girard going up to the line of scrimmage, surveying the defense, then looking towards the sidelines. We're not seeing that so much here in this second half. It looked as though Lakeview was adjusting to that move, and we're just seeing a straight play call now. 3rd and 6, ball on the 39-yard line. Talone going to pitch the ball over to Hunter, trying to find an opening, and Hunter is going to be met right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be right at the 40-yard line, maybe a gain of about a yard. It does bring up 4th down for Girard. I mean, what do you do here? It looks like they are going to consider going for it here, but would you prefer to pin them back? And that's what I was wondering. We will see the punt team come out.
Ref still talking something over.
Starting to think, I don't think we're going to see Russell anymore here in this game. If we haven't seen him since he put the ball on the turf in that second quarter, he's a big part of this Rams offense.
I can't even really see him on the sideline from here.
Yeah, I haven't either. And he's hard to miss. That's for sure.
Big back.
Absolutely. I like to compare. He's Jerome Bettis-like. He squares up his shoulders, and he is hard to bring down. And very athletic for his size.
So 1st and 10 now in the 43. Shingledecker gets this one out quickly, and that one's going to be incomplete just over the head of the receiver right there.
I think that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, the way it took off after it left that line of scrimmage. Good play if they did get a hand on it by that defensive front of Lowville.
So 2nd and 10 now for that incompletion. If you're just tuning in, 11-13 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. We just came out of halftime. Rams in the shotgun. Shingledecker back to pass. And this one fired deep. And was that one in bounds?
Great grab.
And yep, Rams are moving forward. That's going to be a first down and a lot more.
Rozzi along that far sideline, and a big throw by Shingledecker. And I think you can already see a change in strategy for this Rams offense. With Russell out of the game, really they're willing to put the ball up in the air a lot more.
That was great coverage by Bruce Brenner also on the defensive side, but it's like Dan Marino once said, you really can't defend a perfect pass. Really threading the needle right there. Here's Shingledecker again on first down. This one we complete down the middle, and lost his helmet right there. Was he in for the touchdown, though? And yep, he's in for a 15-yard score.
Well, they're going to mark him down just shy, it looks like.
And I thought the ref for a second gave the touchdown signal. Well, it's going to be 1st and goal on the 1 now.
David Baker on a big catch down at the goal line has his lid knocked off.
On him right here.
3rd and 10. Farrell looking to throw. Pass. It's going to be caught at the 6th. Maybe the 7th is where they're going to mark him down. And Jaquez.
And they're going to come out in the shotgun here on 1st and goal.
Quarterback keep.
Shingle-Decker, and yep, you're right, it's a quarterback keep. Jumps the pile.
Boy, they're going to spot him short again.
And they're going to call him short right there. It's just a hair short of the goal line. And they won't even huddle up here. They're going to get the line 2nd and goal now at the 1. Shingle-Decker again. There's a flag down. He didn't get across right there. And it's actually going to be a false start right before that snap even occurred.
Another untimely penalty for the Rams. They had a touchdown nullified earlier in that first half. But now another penalty marker down near the goal line, and that's Shingle-Decker down.
Yep, tried jumping the pile right there. And while they take a look at Shingle-Decker, we'll take a break here in the network. Back after this.
4 play, probably at least 3 plays, maybe 4 to get the touchdown. And your offense has done very little to be stalled. A little pressure from the Falcons. Farrell takes off and runs, and he's going to get in the end zone. D.C. Farrell, another touchdown for the Irish. I believe that's touchdown number 4 for him on the day between passing and rushing. It's the 2nd of the half, and Ursuline is absolutely dominating right now.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to really to sum it up. It's just that they put their foot on the gas and they just haven't let up. And one of the things that you said prior to that play was them taking their time. But that's not what this offense is trained to do. They're trained to be pretty quick. They don't bring it down to 3 or 4 seconds on the play clock. So for them to do that is just not in their DNA when they play. But they are taking their time a little more than usual.
And yeah, that is D.C. Farrell's 2nd rushing touchdown, 4th total touchdown. And that's a heck of a game for the young man as that kick is up, and Tabak's kick is good. 28-0 Ursuline following the 7-yard D.C. Farrell touchdown run. And I'll keep it here real quick. And we we're kind of thinking about this earlier.
To get that more accurate, but now 3rd and short is going to be huge for Orange on 3rd down. Once again, trips to the right. As under 3.5 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter now. Trying to get the play call from Coach Center and his staff as Fry gets the call and he tosses it off. There goes Russell Tye, and 1st down for Russell Tye.
3 yards to go to continue this drive if you're Lakeview. Back to pass, throwing towards Easton's route. Easton makes a couple of moves. He's going to push forward. We'll see where he is, but it should be right around the 15-yard line.
Seems a little bit harder for him. And here's a little fade route, and this one's be broken up at the goal line by Pazel. Got the hand in there to knock it away incomplete.
Good play by Pazel right there. He has a size advantage on that.
It is now 4th in inches. Oh, boy. Big play for both teams here. If Girard is able to make this stop, it could really seal things for them.
3rd and goal here at the 6. 10 minutes left to play in the 3rd, and this one's going to be.
I think we all need a timeout with 1:29 to check our blood pressures.
Here on this drive.
And in that stack formation, obviously with the RPO, Fry has a couple options. He had Robinson, who looked to be ready for a screen pass or a tie, but to have that ability, obviously the RPO ability, and have the players on the receiving end, either Ty or Robinson, get the ball is obviously a positive thing for the Lions offense.
Here comes play action.
Force will come out in the shotgun. This one's to the left side. That's going to be behind the receiver, incomplete. Anthony Caser on the coverage. Kane Italiano also there.
Baker, the intended receiver, and they may try the field goal here just to get some points on the board. Try to make this a one-possession game.
Yeah, that's probably the wise choice right here. Although with the rain, we'll see if that affects the kick a little bit.
I think it's the wise choice, too. Everything's going against you right now offensively. Your quarterback was hurt. You had the ball down at the 1-foot line. You got backed up by penalties, 10 yards. Now you're going to go ahead and try, what is this, a 28-yard attempt?
28-yarder, yep. Kick is up. And right down Broadway, it's good. So that'll make it a one-score game now. 26-20 our score. Lowville still on top. They'll receive when we come back.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about
maybe 2.5 yards shy in, obviously, Coach Center keeping his guys out on this 4th down.
Less, I mean, if you're on the offensive Lakeview, who cares? It's now 1st and 10 at the 14. United comes away with a victory against Lisbon, 42-0. But knocking on the door are the Lakeview Bulldogs. I'll give you some of the other scores from around the valley as we get them. Brought to you by ysnlive.com. And it will be shotgun, as we've seen all night from both teams. 2 wide receivers lined up to the left and a man in motion. Back to pass is McCormick. He's going to throw towards the middle of the field, and it falls incomplete.
Blowing behind the central sideline. Not as much on the streamers on the goalpost, but they're
Lefty trying to come through for his team. It is up. It is well struck, and it is good.
Gotta see where he takes a long drive. Got a guy across the middle, just out of the reach of Noggle. So it's going to make it 3rd down. By Grady Noggle there. Running everybody off deep, trying to hit the guy across the sideline. If he hits him, he's got some room to run. He's got the side in front of him.
Yep, and he's got the sideline to get out of bounds.
19 seconds left there. Hopefully, Mr. Monitor a little slow on the thumb there. We want to be slow on that, but 19 seconds. Probably got time for 3 or 4 plays, depending on what's going on here. Louisville bringing pressure there. Leopards trying to get matched up defensively. Looking at number 8, they're going to throw a little out route. He cuts across, stays in bounds, tackled in bounds, and that could be the ball game there.
That could be the ball game.
10 seconds and counting here. Leopards stay on him. They're not going to really clock it there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They just get it off here. Don't get a penalty. And he is going to go down.
Wyatt Smith.
Victory for the Leopards. Wyatt Smith nails the gun, nails it shut, and the Leopards pull out a 7-6 victory. Well, Coach.
Canfield currently losing to Dover 17-7. And that's some of the scores from around the area. With 1:24, Lakeview at the 14-yard line, 2nd and 10. By himself back there is McCormick. Sends a couple men in motion. Fakes the handoff, back to pass, throwing towards the right side. It's going to be caught close. Right around the 3-yard line. It will be more than enough, I believe, for a 1st down. They're going to whistle it real quick, and it will be a 1st down. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs, right at the 4-yard line. They break their huddle. 2 wide receivers lined up to the right. And McCormick's going to run with it himself. Pushing forward, and he's going to be met by a host of Indians right around the 5-yard line. And it will be a loss of about 2 yards. And it makes it 2nd and goal. Girard willing its fan base to make some noise. Clock now with 30 seconds left in our game. McCormick back to pass, looking towards the middle of the field. It's blocked at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. Clock now stopped at 20 seconds. Third and goal at the 6-yard line. "17 seconds on the play clock. They have their play. Two wide receivers lined up to the right. Sends a man in motion. Rolling right. McCormick steps up, throws, and throws over the head of a receiver. It falls incomplete. It brings up fourth down. Well, definitely the biggest play of the night upcoming. Fourth and goal at the 6-yard line. And referees just want the play clock reset. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll stay right here, give you some of the other scores from around the area.
And a 3-yard gain right there. Miller, he doesn't have the power that Perry has, but he is a little bit faster. He's gotten a couple tries here in the running game so far this season.
5'10", 180, and he provided a spark right there on that carry.
And it is Eli Robinson hauling it in for the touchdown. Hauling it in, that post route really coming up the play for Orange tonight, Brian.
Yeah, and
here it looks like.
Going to walk to that Rams sideline. So Shingledecker's back on the field on defense for Mineral Ridge as well.
And Shingledecker, he's gotten banged up in this one himself also.
This is just a physical football game tonight.
Mm-hmm. I know they say the Northeast State's the best conference here that we have on the network, but I'd argue the MVAC just as competitive. And we're going to have a running play here. Gino Perry back in the game, gets a short gain right there. It's going to bring up third down manageable.
Gino Perry, the ball carrier. Stopped by Derek Rackage and
Especially the Scarlet side this season. It just seems like it's really competitive.
Left in our game. McCormick back to pass, throwing, and it falls incomplete. And Girard will take over, turnover on downs at the 6-yard line. Fell out of the hands, I believe, of Easton. And now there are 8 seconds left in tonight's contest. We will see Girard come out. Proverbially, Bulldogs with no timeouts. Girard will take a knee here when we come back to offense. And there is a timeout from Girard, just making sure they have everybody in place. But an incredible game here by both teams, as you can see with the score. It reminds me of some of the low-scoring games in the Georgia-Alabama games.
Here in the third quarter, Lowville with the 6-point lead. They have it 3rd and 4 here on the run.
Takes a snap, it's off to the left. He makes one move into the end zone.
Touchdown,
Got right by
Lindsay.
Alex Best there. Made a move right inside of Best and got into the end zone.
Lindsay on the carry for a Valley Christian touchdown.
So it makes it 25-7.
Are they going to be able to stay on sides for the extra point?
We'll see. They haven't done it yet. So hard count has got them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that flag.
What's this
Yeah.
flag? Guess what? Guess what?
No way.
Guard line to the 15, and Brenner will field about the 13.
Good kick right there, and they flip the field and allow this Rockets defense to come out and see if they can stop this Ridge offense that seem to have found a little bit of momentum on their last possession.
Is there anything Woolwich can't do? I've seen him do that multiple times this year, that little pooch punt.
That was more than a pooch punt, I think, right there.
Yeah.
Good line drive, good top spin on the ball. Let's see if Shingledecker comes back out on offense. Banged up in that last possession, as he's been asked to run the football. I think Brennan's still back in the game, number 6. Excuse me, Bingham.
Yep, Bingham is out there. It's 1st and 10 here. Ball spot at the 13-yard line of Ridge. And finding a big hole right here. And he gets past the 50. And finally going to be brought down at about the 35-yard line. And that was a good job, Anthony Kaser, running down the field to bring him down before he could score.
Christian Dunlap on the big carry.
And he's going to be shaken up after that one.
Running the play clock.
Number 31, Ryan Gulu.
Gulu. Ryan Gulu.
A few Gulus over here in Hubbard.
Very 2020 of you guys. And they go handoff, and again the Raiders able to capitalize. Zippolitis on the carry. And it's Luke Starkey again.
We're going to see Vito take the snap here. Loss of 1, so 3rd and 6, down to about 9 minutes. Again, an 18-point game, 3-score game. Got to get in. You got to get in. Keep this game alive.
Trips to the top. Zippolitis stacked up, taken down. Was it Kamara?
That was Kamara.
It was Kamara, my apologies.
Our Coach Pavlansky's opting to kick this field goal to make it a 2-score game. We got a guy down here for South Range. Hopefully nothing serious.
Timeout taken.
Oh, he's getting up.
Nope.
Northeast State standings.
With the points for.
Points differential. I mean, if they could shut Hubbard out, score, it's a big boost.
Plus 18 if they can just run the clock out here. Hand it off up the middle. Gain of about 5.
Chip shot for Starkey earlier. This seems to be chip shot range here, too, for Stefanson with the strong leg. But it's not only him. It's the snapper and it's the holder, too, part of this whole battery. Clock is running.
Stefanson lining things up. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it is true. And we have a 38-23 ball game. Interesting score.
1st and 10. Bingham takes a snap and a handoff here, but not going anywhere this time. Lowville there to stop it.
Balestrino on the inside handoff. Usually he's a benefactor of the jet sweep.
Carter Miller there to bring him down that time.
Had a lot of success on the last drive putting the ball up in the air. When the rain was coming down, it's kind of stopped now. Bingham does a good job as he's fully capable of doing that as well now that Shingledecker's on the sideline.
So 2nd and 10 now after that no gain run and a low snap.
Hand it off up the middle. Gain of about 5.
2 fumbles, and now they've lost about 7 yards on the play.
Sometimes those fumbles can be demoralizing for the defense also, not being able to fall on it.
Yep. In a game where we saw 4 turnovers in the first quarter, 2 by each team.
Not what you want to see. Eagles already down by 18. Can't miss a key play.
They really have, actually, even as the weather got worse in that second quarter.
Sledding up for right now.
I formation once again. Pastella under center. Hands it off to Cole. Cole up the middle.
Yards.
If he's smart here, he should
Miller
go down.
beat.
Miller to beat. Miller almost gets the shoestring tackle, and that'll do it. 24-0 Wild.
Not that they're not capable offensively of doing anything, but I think you got to play the percentages right now. Down 6. You don't want to hand the ball off to the Rockets with good field position. And an offense that's really been in spurts, they've been hot. At the end of that first half, they got really hot. You don't want them to have the opportunity.
If it was 4th and 5, then I'd for sure go for it. But 4th and 15, your hands are kind of tied right here.
And smothered at the 47-yard line.
And that's going to roll into the end zone, so it'll actually be a touchback.
It's Heath Krause. Man, what a game he's had.
Yeah, it's not going to show up in the box score, but that's a big play there. Falling on that football, not allowing it to get away from you and capturing the possession.
You know what we got to do? And I've been thinking about this for a while. We got to get with somebody like Duncan or White House Fruit Farms and give them a player of the game's certificate for donuts the next day. That would be, if you have donuts, we've got a deal for you. We got a lot of people watching tonight too.
Got an idea. Give us a call.
Lost last week.
Yeah.
Try to keep pace in that NE8. And also, we talked about it. You're starting to play for playoff positioning here in week 6 already. It's hard to believe how fast the season goes.
So here's the Rockets offense now, 1st and 10.
4th and 4? Wasn't that enough for a first, or am I missing something?
I don't know.
It is 4th and 4. I thought he had enough for a first down there because it was obviously we're missing something. That's my mistake, our mistake. So it's a 4th and 4. So he spiked it on.
He must have,
A
he
third?
must have spiked it on 3rd down, I guess. Confused.
All right, so here we go. It is 4th down and 4 from the 9. 15 seconds to go. Can the Quakers complete this comeback drive? Monroy, flush out of the pocket, slips, regains his composure, switches fields, trying to get the first down. Did he get enough? He does. There's 3 seconds left. They're going to have to hurry and spike it. There's an injured Aviator on the far side. A huge break for Salem.
Yeah, wow. That just might have saved the ball game there, Matt.
So there's an injured Aviator on the far side with 3 seconds to go. Salem would have had to hurry to spike that football. But they're going to have one more play here. 1st and goal from about the 5-yard line. What a game here. What an ending.
An incredibly gutsy performance by Monroy tonight here, Matt. 17 carries, 92 yards, and a score. But I think the story has been Derek Ash. 4 catches coming in. He's got 5 for 97, and he's had some huge catches here at big points in this football game.
The ball's actually at the 6. Are they measuring this football? Are you get out of town?
There's no way.
They're going to measure this football. I thought for sure he got enough for the first down.
And
Are
he
you
did.
kidding me? What are we watching a different game here or what? Are we watching a different game? I thought that was a first down completion a couple plays ago. That looked like he had plenty enough for the first down.
I don't know. I don't know what just happened in the last 3 minutes. Not a clue.
Wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, I just feel like we were watching. I mean, I don't know. I thought he had it.
That's that ball. Wilbert just kind of threw it up for grabs. I don't even think he intended to get it to a receiver, just trying to get it out of bounds. And almost wound up with something special.
Mm-hmm. So here we go. Lowville rolls up their sleeves. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 6. Minute 12 left to go here in the quarter. Woolrich dropping back pass again. Fresh was coming, got hit as he released that one. That's going to be incomplete. And I think the hit he took kind of sent that pass away a little bit. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So Lowville missing an opportunity here to make it a 2-score game again.
I don't think enough could be said of how big of a stop that is for the Ridge defense. After the 60-yard run by Perry, it looks like they're ready to tack on another score, and they slammed the door shut right there with 1:06 to go, still keeping this game within 1 score, which is really hard to believe. It just doesn't have that feel that Mineral Ridge still has an opportunity to maybe take the lead in this football game.
1st and 10 here, ball spot in the Rams' own 16-yard line. Bingham still in at quarterback. And it's going to be a run up the middle here, and that's not going to go anywhere. Great stop by the Rockets' run defense.
Kind of surprised that they're still going with that attack up the middle. Dunlap nowhere to go. Now that Russell's out of the game, he was the ground and pound workhorse. They had success with spreading it out, and the quarterback draw with Shingledecker late in that first half, and they haven't gone back to it.
So 2nd and 10 now, clock at 30 seconds and counting. And a low snap here. Bingham just going to have to fall on that one.
That's a bad break right there. We've seen that a lot here tonight on both sides. And that's a killer play right there. That's a loss of, nearly 10 yards on 2nd down. They may let this clock go to zeros here to head to the 4th quarter.
Brings up a 3rd down for the Rams.
And, yep, the clock is going to run down here, it looks like. So that's going to do it here for the 3rd quarter. A very low-scoring 3rd quarter. Middle Ridge got the field goal, but that was about it. There's the 1st quarter. Lowell hasn't scored all game, but they still lead 26-20. We'll take a break here while the teams flip fields. Back after this.
What does it mean to be approved? I'm Tracy from Greenwood Chevrolet, and to me, it means more than getting you the right vehicle with the right financing. It means getting you to work on time, driving your kids to school, or going out and seeing the world. That's why I go the extra mile for my customers with the inventory and financing options customized to them. Come and see me so I can get you approved and out on the road. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
And again, when you throw the ball and you air it out, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Keep that clock running. Uh-oh.
Toss. Back. Screen almost. See, that was a setup from that pitch to the left.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was, like you said, that was very well set up. That was almost trouble in the backfield for Toy, taking his time, selling the pitch. Had 4 or 5 pulling Bulldogs, pinning their ears back.
Vorshak will be on to punt it away. Vito Kamara back for the Bulldogs, I believe. Vorshak, nice snap. Punt it away. And this one going to dribble towards the 10-yard line and towards the sideline. A little coffin corner from Jason Vorshak. Beautiful.
That's a good punt. So Poland's got 88 yards to score, 5 minutes. Again, you're down 15. It's a 2-score game. Clock is definitely not your friend. Got a couple quarterbacks back there that aren't, your prototypical drop back pass quarterback.
Wow.
Bingham's pass to
Rozzi one more time, 92 yards in an ill-advised throw, if you ask me. Threw it back across his body, did Bingham. Rozzi makes the catch, does the rest of the work, and holy smokes, look out, we're tied at 26.
And Woolwich was there in the coverage. He was actually there to stop that pass, but just an unlucky break right there.
Just a ball really that was tailor-made to be intercepted.
Has trips out to the right. Once again in the gun is Jonah Fry. Fry with the toss to Ty. And Ty trying to get past the defender. He does. And almost near the original line of scrimmage is Ty. So Ty able to get some good yardage. But this will be the timeout called. And yes, the timeout is called actually by Coach Center. So Coach Center stopping the clock.
Which is interesting because if he doesn't agree with it, why is he gonna let it run? Money, huh?
Credibility,
I guess.
So Poland will take their second timeout. We will regroup. Be back right after this, after a word from Baird Brothers, home of the big dogs of the valley.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship.
On those on the outside hashes, that really needs to be key if they continue to go down the route of handing the ball to Russell Ty, which I don't see why they wouldn't.
When we resume play, it will be second down and 12. The ball is officially placed on the 25. And Harvey trying to make a huge stop. Trips out to the left side for Jonah Fry and his crew. Once again, the handoff is to Ty. And Ty, not much going as the tackle made by number 4. That is Jeremiah Rowdy. And timeout called by the Red Raiders. So it's actually the first timeout called by Mick Mockner, and now the second timeout called by Mick Mockner. So he's now down to 1 timeout, so we apologize for the confusion. But final timeout for Coach Mockner. And what is a huge third down coming up for his defensive crew.
And he escaped.
What a job. Just a freshman.
Just a freshman. Again, this league is in good hands for the next few years between him, Tyler Cole, a couple other freshmen littered in this conference.
People talking about South Range possibly taking a step back next year, but a lot of young guys coming up. That is yet to be seen, right? We've heard that before. Oh, boy. Zipolitis is a ghost.
Yeah, that was impressive. He drops back and felt the pressure from his blind side and spun out.
That's Kamara.
Kamara.
They keep switching him out. We apologize.
That was impressive. Being able to escape the pocket that way.
It's like Bo Jackson at Tecmo Bowl.
Couldn't tackle him.
Looking downfield. Rolls to his right. Tossing. Has a man open in the flats. Bouncing off tacklers. And a flag comes in. Did I just...
A couple flags.
Okay.
I think there was one at the end, like a face mask or something, and then some extracurriculars after that, too.
One going against South Range. You can see the indicator there.
So I don't know, and if you're watching and listening, I don't know who it was, but Michael Chadbourne already has 1 personal foul against him. If that's his second one, he's gonna
DQ'd.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to miss next week as well. So I'm hoping that's not the case.
At Girard, first road game of the year for South Range. They'll debut the white jerseys.
All right, so we'll see what the white hat has to say here. Okay, so they did get a face mask. And after the play, personal foul on Poland. Okay. So both are after the play. So they're going to give him the first down after the play, and then they're going to offset and kind of just go as if it never even happened.
Two receivers. After all that, two receivers, ball where it was. Poland looking to score, stepping up, firing, downfield, has a man, and just overthrows his receiver. Second down.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
Perry gets past a couple defenders, dragging a few defenders with him, and he's going to be close to the first down.
This Middle Ridge defense has been walking guys to the line of scrimmage. All three linebackers were walking towards the line of scrimmage. And Perry's able to bust right by them in a hurry. And if it's not for a little bit of an arm tackle, he could have.
This week from Matt Romeo as well. You can go check that out. I believe maybe it was last week. I can't remember. They run together. Mace in the Face was the title of it.
Cool.
Had to dig deep for that one. Rolling to the left. Kamara runs out of room.
Luke Starkey, I think, came through.
Shocker. Luke Starkey and the Luke chants from the South Range faithful.
So we got 3 minutes, clock's ticking. Third down, 15.
4 down territory has to be, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, because you still need 2 scores.
Ball at the 50-yard line. One receiver splits out to the bottom of your screen. Kamara looking to throw again. Pressured. Gets it away. Intercepted. The Raiders with another takeaway.
Perry's taking care of business.
And he's going to be just short of the first down marker, but it'll be 2nd and 2 now from the 4-yard line. Tight ends come in motion. And Perry again, and he's going to fight across for a 4-yard touchdown. His 2nd touchdown tonight, his 12th on the season.
Gino Perry deserved that touchdown, did all the work on the drive, all but one play, and quickly the Rockets answer to retake the lead.
And yeah, this is Louisville's first touchdown this half, but Perry's had a great second half here on the ground, getting a lot of yards. You just knew eventually Karma was going to come his way. He'd eventually find the end zone. And Wilrich going to the sideline here. Getting the word from his coach. And, of course, Louisville going for 2 here, going to try and make it a 7-point game. And a handoff here, but not going anywhere. Louisville has not had much success here tonight in their 2-point tries.
They have not. They've kept it basic.
They're 1
in and
for
around
5
the goal
on
line.
It out is Burt, but that is Russell Ty with the initial charge. And now it is it 4th down?
I believe it's still 3rd down.
So it is 3rd down. Yes, it is 3rd down. So now, in the shotgun again is Wise. Takes a snap, looks, and fires. Hold in by Hall, and 1st down as they will continue to move this ball down the field. We are approaching a minute to go under center, and he will spike this football wisely. So it gives them a little bit of breathing room, and they now have to drive what is 53 more yards for this game-winning score. But what a great drive so far by Harvey.
Yeah, and Wise trusting his receivers there on that pitch and catch. But vital here as they are approaching midfield as the clock is ticking down. Definitely not on the side of Harvey. And we'll see what they do out of that huddle there.
They put a second back on the game clock, Empty backfield for Wise. Man in motion, that is Alston. So they're going with the passing game for sure. Now here goes Wise. Wise fires deep, and he finds his man. That is a touchdown. Finds number 3, Chris Burt, and Harvey on top with a minute 2 to go in this ball game. How about that? Unbelievable.
And how about that throw? Wise, to be honest with you, when the ball was in the air, it almost looked like it was overthrown. But Burt Jr., with the impressive running there, just got behind the Lions defense there. Robinson was in the vicinity as well for Orange. And once again, I thought that ball was overthrown, but credit to Wise, he was able to connect with Burt. And that is a big, obviously monumental touchdown, but still plenty of time for Orange on offense, and they do have all 3 of their timeouts.
And Giselle Moreno lining up for the extra point, and a lot of confidence by that young man, Wise, Marquise Wise, getting it there. The extra point is no good, so it's a 3-point game. So what's important here? Orange does have something to work with. Maybe they could get in the field goal range and potentially force overtime, but first things first, having to drive down the field and try to get back at Harvey.
Yeah, and for this drive specifically, got to have, and Jonah Fry has done a good job of it all season long, but he's got to really show some confidence here on
Too much when you have athletes like Rozzi around you. Let him catch it in space and let him do the work, and that's exactly what he did.
Yep. Rozzi has 2 touchdowns this game from 2 different quarterbacks. And still waiting for play to resume here.
We've seen a little bit of everything tonight. Plenty of turnovers in that first quarter. Driving rain in the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of cramping injuries.
I think he's changing his mind.
Oh.
Scoring opportunities away. So each team has faced their fair share of adversity. And like you said earlier, who can make the last mistake?
Bingham going to pass here on first down. This one just out of the reach of the receiver, incomplete. It's going to bring up second down. We've seen a lot of passes really sail on this one. Ball's probably still a little bit slippery.
We have, and I think more so on the Mineral Ridge side. They're a team that doesn't put the ball in the air a lot. They rely on that ground game.
Mm-hmm.
And with Russell out of the game, unable really to run between the tackles now.
In 12 years or whatever it has been. But
this is going to be, my friend, a conversation on Tuesday at Giangelo's.
Yeah, but I have to agree with Coach Rock here. I really do. I mean, that's a long field goal. You're giving Poland an opportunity to return a
Nope, still on his feet. And a bunch of Rockets finally get there to bring him down. A.J. Belkey on top of that one.
Dunlap on the carry. Really, he picks and chooses his hole. He doesn't hit the hole in a hurry. It's more like a Le'Veon Bell. Used to dance around the line and pick his hole and go.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Dunlap's strategy is there for good reason. Not the biggest of players at running back, but he can hurt you in open space as he did the last possession on a big run.
And we're going to have a timeout here from Louisville. Chris is rolling his eyes a little bit. A lot of stops in this one. But 7:44 left to play here. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Rams when we come back.
Range always deploys athletes as offensive linemen.
And so that does save all 3 timeouts still for Coach Center. And getting to the boundary and out of bounds. Now it's 2nd down from the 50. Yeah, it looks like, hold on. And a timeout on the field. We do have an injured player down, it appears. Not sure what is going out there on that sideline.
We're going to chat it up.
Just make sure you tell him I agree with.
What was that? That was a 51?
59.
59, okay. Looking, firing, and that one incomplete, short of the 20-yard line. We'll stop the clock with...
That one, though. Multiple Rockets there in the backfield to bring him down. And there were a bunch of Rockets there. Well, it was Anthony Madison, I would say, that would be recorded with the sack that time, getting on top of him. Madison only a sophomore, but gets a lot of playing time here.
Good play by him up front to put the heat on the quarterback, Bingham, and a little bit of indecisiveness from Bingham. What he wanted to do after breaking free from the initial pressure.
Got a guy in motion coming, takes a snap, fakes it to him, hands it off to Lindsey. He's straight up the middle, makes a couple moves, made a couple guys miss, and he's off to the races. And he's going to hit the end zone there. Touchdown.
On the carry for a Valley Christian touchdown.
Somebody's at 32-7. 27-6 left.
To grab it, but you could have made something really happen there once you get past those gunners. Going to wind up with great field position at midfield with 6:51 to go, up 5. And an offense that really dominated up front in the last possession.
Just getting ridiculous here for Orange because these penalties going to cost them down the long run, especially on this last drive, this last crucial drive. And a huge stoppage play. And it is a false start called against.
5 and gets pushed in the end zone for a 50-yard touchdown. 3 touchdowns now for Gino Perry in this one. 13 on the season.
Gino Perry, 50 yards, 1 play.
2 of his touchdowns coming here just in this quarter. Within 2 minutes apart of each other in terms of game time.
The kid has come to play here in this 4th quarter to put his team up 2 scores.
Going to be a lot of big dog nominations for the Rockets here in this one. Borwich with the 3 touchdown passes. Josh Pazel obviously mentioned his stats earlier on both sides of the ball. And now Perry with 3 touchdowns.
But now the officials back off. As everyone just looking to get set. So now Fry stays in the gun on 2nd down and 9. He takes a snap. 3-step drop, and it is deflected. Is it hold in? They're going to say it was tipped. So it's going to be a 3rd down coming up for Orange. And they're going to say it's incomplete. 47 seconds to go, and 3rd down and 8. Huge play for the Harvey defense.
And still, Orange has yet to use any of their 3 timeouts, so something to monitor with 47 seconds and this 3rd down and 8.
Once again, shotgun formation. It appears to be a dime package for Harvey. They're going to hand it off. Russell Ty trying to find his way to the 1st down, and he does get the 1st down as the clock is running at 40 seconds, and it appears Coach Center will use his first timeout. So a huge 3rd down run by Russell Ty, none other than your leader, to just get the ball and get that huge run on 3rd down to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and Ty had over 100 yards last game. Not exactly 100% sure how many yards he has this game, but would not surprise me if at all it was over, well over 100 yards.
So the ball is now on the 44-yard line.
Hubbard, Lakeview was leading Gerard.
Got some cellular issues tonight. I don't know what.
Yeah, I
what
wonder if
the deal is.
Helene's.
Oh, Helene breaking it down. I never thought about that. She's not nice.
She's not nice. Who we got here rumbling and tumbling?
Still moving forward. Yes, that is a 1st down.
Good job.
40 seconds.
And Jalili refusing to come down.
And an injury timeout. We will step aside.
On this final drive, it is 1st down on the Harvey 44. Fry awaiting the snap. They're going to hand it off to Ty. There goes Ty, making some cuts. He is inside at 35. He is close yet again to the 1st down marker. They're going to say it is. They're going to say 1st down. Move the chains. Hurrying it up. 3-step drop. And he throws, trying to get out of bounds is Schreiman, and he does get out of bounds as the clock stops at 27 seconds. So hurrying it up as you should.
Yeah, this Harvey defense is just having a really tough time getting any really negative plays, as the last 2 or 3 plays have been positive and big positive gains for Orange.
27 seconds to go in this ball game as it's 2nd down and 5. Rolling out to his left. Here goes Jonah Fry. And it is almost intercepted by number 8, Norier Jones. That would have ended the game right there, more than likely. But now 3rd down coming up yet again for Orange. So you saw Jones just had the look, but it just dropped out of his hands there on that deflection. But now 3rd down from the 30 as 21 seconds left to go. And they hand it off to Russell Tye. Russell Tye breaking free. Russell Tye! He is in the end zone down the middle for the touchdown! Russell Tye and the right play call by Coach Rob Center. And that is why you love this game of football here, Brian.
You see the Lions coaching staff pumped up. Homecoming night. That could not have been scripted better. Still 14 seconds. But what do you do when you're down with less than 20 seconds left? You hand it off to number 5, Russell Tye, and he will do the rest. He left a trail of...
Terry kind of got turned around that play. Couldn't really make the play on the ball right there. And that's going to keep the chains moving for the Rams.
Balestrino on the other side may have got away with a little bit of a push to create separation. He'll take it, though, in the big 4th down pickup to keep them alive here on offense.
I mean, you have to score here. You need time on the clock to do something.
Yeah, you need a lot has to go right for you. Obviously, you got to score. You got to get the onside kick. Got to have an amazing 50-yard, 40-yard play.
Pulling 0 for 2 on onside kicks tonight. Kamara drops back, looks, fires, end zone, has a man, touchdown, Poland. It's McCulley.
So you go for 2. They're not going to.
What?
That's a surprise.
Why?
No, I'm sorry.
I know what I mean.
Fault. No, that's my fault.
Why? Because you have to score anyway?
No. You don't go for 2. No. That's my fault. You have to make this to make it a 2-score game, or 8-point game, correct. Had a brain fart there.
I would agree with you. You're going to need one anyway. Kick is up, and it's good. So we've got a 1-score game with 17 seconds left. 38-30. This one could get real interesting real quick.
Yeah. Like you said, you have to get a 2-point conversion anyway. So my kind of thoughts initially when I impulsively said go for 2 there is if you get the 2-point conversion there, you're a dog on the road. You score again, you go for 2 for the win. But also if you don't get it, it's not even a factor. So you keep yourself in this game by kicking the PAT. But like you said, you have to get you have to get a 2-point if you score here. But, again, still a lot has to happen in order to put yourself in position. You got to get this onside kick. That's step number 1. And I know already that Coach Pavlansky has probably 2 or 3 plays in his book that they practice at the end of every offensive practice where you have to get, 50 or 60 yards. He has a play, like I said, that referred to as home run. That I don't think that's one of the plays that's going to get you that's one of those surprise get you 60 yards. You're looking at like a jet pass, lateral, bunch of laterals. One of those deals.
Stefanson lines things up at the 40-yard line. Hands team on for South Range. Stefanson going to reset himself. Clock down to 7-6, and it's away. South Range will cover it up, protect, and that is going to pretty much do it. 15 seconds left. South Range will going to victory formation, and they will have their 6th victory of the season here in week 6. A clean sweep at home. Now they go to the road again. Girard, then Niles, then Louisville out of conference, and then they finish on the road at Hubbard.
I'll tell you what, Poland did not make it easy on South Range tonight. They came out swinging, like we said, 14-0.
In no hurry here with 26 seconds still on the play clock.
2nd and 13 now after the 3-yard loss. Ball spot on Lowville's 35. 3:10 left to play now. Second half's gone a lot quicker than the first half.
Good discipline right here to not be in a hurry to snap this football.
Play clock now at 8, and they'll get the snap off. And Perry going to get stuffed here this time. He'll get a few yards out of it, but still going to bring up 3rd and long.
I wouldn't have been surprised to see a timeout there by Mineral Ridge. They're going to elect not to use it.
I mean, no matter how you really slice it, they're eventually going to have to stop the clock here.
Absolutely.
Brings up a 3rd and about 9 for the Rockets.
Play clock now at 10. Game clock now at 2:25. 3rd and 9 here. And a little pitch play to Perry. Gets some good blocks. And he's going to fall forward there. And we'll see where they spot this one. And, yep, the ball just got across right there, and that's going to be a 1st down.
Gino Perry, the ball carrier.
Big run, and that's going to pretty much seal this game up for Lowville as another injured player on the field.
And while they take a look.
And unfortunately, an injured player there in Mineral Ridge. But Lowville coming back with 2 touchdowns. After Mineral Ridge takes the lead, they're kind of rolling away with that one.
Made the answer at the end, so good for them. Great game down at South Range tonight. Poland never quit.
Never quit. Made it. Gave themselves chances. I know onside kick, and especially in high school with the rules, they're really tough to get, but you gave yourself a fighter's chance. You're going to look back on that game and think the 2 big plays, right? The turnover in the red zone and the block punt for a touchdown.
Still waiting for just a couple games to go final, but we are going to wrap things up here on the Audible Call for week 6. Excuse me. Couldn't get it out of my mouth there. Week 6. Anyhow, thanks to Scotty, Radar, Mike, you, everybody coming in tonight. We get the job done. We're glad you were here. Orange.
Pretty sure they got the win. How about Russell Ty coming through? He's up for Baird Brothers, big dog of the valley. It's for good reason.
Yeah. They were going, don't run the ball, don't run the ball. Yeah, you run the ball.
You run the ball when you got that
get
kid.
A big touchdown out of them. That is a big win for Orange.
So that'll do it for the Audible Call. Week 6 is in the books, Mike.
Yeah, but we're not done yet.
Nope, not done yet.
Yeah,
we'll hop over at the
Joe Dickey electric scoreboard in the main studio here.
Yep, in
We'll
about
run down all the
10 minutes, you say?
Yeah,
about 10:03 probably?
About 10:03. We'll get some of the big games on. A lot of lopsided games tonight, but we're sure glad you joined us for week 6 here on the Audible Call. Until next week, have a good one. But, hey, don't go away. The Joe Dickey electric scoreboard is up next.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories